Not really just the Invictus stream. We are here with Invictus Con 2021.
Hello!
Tonight we have no word of a lie, an all-star game. That's right. We are joined by, and you guys are just going to have to shout to draw the camera to you. We are joined by Ms. Joe Fallak.
That's me!
Mr. Chris Viseau.
That is I.
Mr. James Schwartz.
And that is me.
Oh, there we go. Mr. Rob Diobald.
Heyo, how's it going?
It's still not pulling. Go get it.
Oh no, it's I mean I could keep talking
keep
forever,
rambling.
but
Pull it. There he is.
really just keep rambling. Hey, it's me finally. Now, hi. How you doing, everybody?
Mr. Alex Guthrie.
He left the call.
He's gone.
He definitely quit.
But he's
halfway.
here.
Yeah.
Is he though? I mean, you always gotta wonder with him.
He's in our hearts. And of course,
I keep him close.
he's fine. Mr. Justin Thomas James.
Hello!
And tonight we are in for The Running Dead. That is right. We are returning to an old favorite, The World of the Running Dead. If you don't know what it is, boy, do I have a surprise for you, because I found the old intro video, by the way. So remind me, because we'll start that off before you get to your
I
name.
don't know what it is.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie.
There's Alex. Hi, Alex.
Nope, can't
Hey,
hear him.
Harlan,
Can't
should
hear
we
him.
be hearing sound effects, like clapping and stuff as well? I'm not
Yeah,
hearing it personally.
The audience.
Oh, I
is-
sure do.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's-
okay, good.
Just join
Why do-
Invictus.
Oh, that's a
in
thing.
Dice.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Good old.
Oh,
now we can hear
Alex?
Okay, I'm
I know
here.
I'm here.
Heyo.
Figured it out.
you. Give
I
us
turned
another-
off my bloody VPN. Screw it.
Alex is here.
Hello.
What'd you
Hazy
get for
looking
the
eyes,
security?
Alex. You having fun?
Elizabeth
Yes.
says that your mic is quieter than everyone else's, Harley.
Mine?
Yep.
Oh,
Really?
First time
for
ever.
the first time in
Little
forever.
shade there.
I'll just turn my. I'll turn my mic up.
That's
Creak.
me throwing shade.
It's
we
fine.
go.
I'll just be louder.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen, The Running Dead tonight is going to be a blast from the past, a game of horror of epic proportions. You, the community, have helped Mr. Justin James create and craft a little bit of tonight's game, which he's going to go into in a second. But before we get into that, what's everybody drinking? I'm drinking a martini.
Ooh, shaken.
Ooh,
Oh, boy.
martini.
Layered.
Oh,
Soda
layered, not
water.
shaken.
Soda water is pretty good. Honestly, it's a solid number 2.
Someone's working.
But look at the Invictus glass that you're drinking it out of.
Oh, yeah, check it out. This has got a little sandblasted
Oh,
Invictus
nice.
on it,
Oh, shit.
so-
How does one get one of those?
Very
It was
clever.
a gift. I don't remember from who. Hopefully no one watching.
Oh no.
Sorry. I also have
I feel
these.
like people who give gifts of awesome
It was
things
for
are
me.
Sorry,
I've got
Alex.
I've got a beer. I've got a Bose beer called Country Vibes.
Hey, there you are.
Um,
Ontario craft beer for you.
Nice.
That's right. That's right.
Nice.
There's some tractors on it. Some artistic indie tractors.
Indeed.
Who else is drinking?
I am drinking a gin and tonic with homemade pink peppercorn gin from my wonderful
Nice.
wife.
Ooh.
Elizabeth.
Wow.
Pink peppercorn gin.
Yeah.
We know what you're
Every
drinking, but
day.
tell everybody.
Unless you're Jake.
I'm drinking Scotch. It's Lefroy quarter cask. It's pretty good. Can't complain.
Chris.
I'm drinking honey whiskey. It's nice.
Out of a big tin cup.
Big tin cup.
One shot.
Making a whole
There's like a
statement.
millimeter of liquid on the bottom.
Right. It's you don't need much in here. It's a big
It's
cup.
like a good
It's
three.
the aroma of it, really. You just breathe into the cup every time.
And Alex, I have a bet on you. What do you got?
Yeah, we've
What-
all been
no,
talking.
Creamore, maybe.
I already showed you.
What
Yeah.
was it?
A Creamore.
Oh, I
The
thought it was
beer
just
tonight.
What's the?
I'll
Okay,
probably,
but
I'll probably go get a whiskey or something later.
I was just about to say you don't sit down for a stream with just one beer. Let's be real here, Alex.
No.
It's
Whatever the-
Oh no.
Well, they get warm if I just keep them up here the whole time, right?
But that's okay because tonight with The Running Dead, we are going for an all-out blast ass fest. We are going to have
What?
some fun.
Ass
What?
fest.
It's an ass fest.
I don't
I'm
think
not
I
sure what I
signed
signed up
That's
for,
not what
but-
you guys
It's well,
did.
An
get ready.
blaster?
Because
You
we are
never heard of an ass
playing
blaster?
the end of the world system. That's right. That means we roll a number of positive and negative D6s to form a pool. Similar numbers cancel each other out, and if you roll below the number that you have selected, you succeed. Any negatives that remain after being canceled out, you take a wound. Easy peasy, squeeze me. Justin, did you want to tell the audience about what they're going to be doing tonight? Who's on for that?
Yeah, I think I'm debating whether or not I want to do that now or in
Uh-oh.
character.
I like it.
think
You-
I'm going to do it in character, but make sure you stay tuned. Everybody watching today is going to have an opportunity to spend what we're calling a sponsorship point, and the lovely Miss Joe Fallak is going to be keeping watch. So stay tuned, and I'll let you know when you'll have an opportunity to make use of that.
Whoops. Yes, that's fantastic. I'm so excited. Then, does that mean we're ready to get into the game? Should we play the opening credits?
Ooh, yes.
I'm
please.
ready. Let's do it.
Is everyone ready? Okay, here we
Oh,
go.
I think so.
I can't mute everybody, so you guys try not to talk too much during the credit. This
So
is
shut
gonna
the
be
fuck
I
up.
muted myself.
It's gonna be great. No, everyone's gonna talk anyway. Let's do it. Ready? Here we go. Launching them now. The following program is paid for by the Church of
You're
Retribution.
gonna have to tell us when it's over, also.
Best.
Fucked it up. Hold on.
Oh
Couldn't
no!
remember how. I haven't done it in so long. The music's
That
working.
martini.
Let me try this. Video game stream. Let's try that. Here we go. Just dropping the link in Discord accidentally.
The following program is paid for by the Church of Retribution.
You got this, Harlan. I believe in you.
Oh, I. There we go. Here we go.
The following program is paid for by the Church of Retribution.
Located in the heart of the city, Melodious Cafe, spelled MELLOWDIOUS, is the coziest spot in all of
Oh
Utopia.
shit! I lost him. Is that me or is that?
Keep
Oh,
going. We hear
am I
you.
still
Keep
going?
No, it's just Rob.
okay,
Keep going.
good.
Just Rob.
Ah, the smell of roasted coffee beans and baked scones fills the air. Ah, laid-back lo-fi music plays from hidden speakers, accented by the occasional whirring and grinding of an espresso machine. By the front window, a man in tight jeans and an unseasonable toque sits across from a wavy blonde woman wearing oversized sunglasses. Wavy in the way that her hair is wavy. She's not just sitting there waving. She smirks as she moves her queen diagonally across the vintage chessboard between them. Near the back of the cafe sits a heavy-set man with a stubbled chin reading the Times. He has the ease and relaxed confidence of one who comes here often. He coughs lightly into his fist before flipping to the next page of his newspaper. The rustle of the turned leaf fits well in the soft ambience of the place. A petite barista glides from the fridge to machine to cash, steadily keeping up with the stream of customers. She has a soft smile on her face while she greets the next in line. I'll be just a minute, she says. Who else is in this cafe? Chris, why don't we go to you first? Who else is sitting in here or standing?
Uncomfortably, fairly tall, big, beefy dude stands there, and he looks really uncomfortable amongst all these hipsters, a good half a foot and half a head taller than most of them, and really uncomfortably kind of standing near the wall. You see a man who's kind of aloof in his eyes. His name is Pratt Bartlett, and a younger person jostles him a little bit. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Sorry. Did not see you there.
And she snorts and moves to the bathroom in the back as she passes you. And next we have Rob. What is Rob doing as we see this tall, uncomfortable man? Who else do we see?
Yeah, I mean, you see Russ Lewis, this carpenter, grabbing a coffee after work, right? He's just trying to keep his eyes open. So I think he's getting some of the rich black coffee.
And Alex, who do we have next?
Oh, well, you look over and you see Angelino D'Angeloni. Angelino is, he's about 6 foot. He's a pretty socially awkward character, not really interacting with the others, but he's an excellent soccer player. And so he's wearing his soccer clothes and cleats and everything,
Yeah, and
So
is he
that's-
getting a coffee? Is he
Angelino, he's
just
kind of
there?
looking at the lineup, and he's not really sure if there's a lineup or if he's like allowed to get in the lineup yet or not. So
He seems like a leerer. Is that?
I'm a little bit, yes, leery would be a word. Yeah.
Not sure if you want to commit to this particular cafe. Joe, who else do we see?
You see Mr. Leslie Muntz. You can tell because he's got a name tag buttoned smartly onto the front of his crisp collared shirt. He's also standing in line, but he's back a little bit from this big mountain man type figure. He's looking through the case of sandwiches that's kind of open to the front, and he's picking through. He's got several in his hands, and he's looking at the expiry dates stamped on each of them, and he's trying to figure out sort of which one is the best bet of all of these. He's got kind of a nervous demeanor. He's got kind of a close cropped brown hair and thick glasses, and doesn't seem too pleased with all of these different sandwich prospects.
There's too many choices. Decisions. James, who else do we see in this cafe?
So you all also see Thaddeus Fingelstein, and he is standing classic Thaddeus. He's standing over by the community bulletin board, and in one hand he is holding a big carafe, one of those big to-go carafes full of coffee, and in the other hand he has a book and an old school iPod, and he's just kind of glancing up and just like kind of speed reading through all the different advertisements and posters.
Okay, all right. And it's a very busy cafe, but there's yet one more person in there. Harlan, who do we have next?
Yes. You see standing in line, sort of perusing a newspaper, just very casually and waiting in line, is Dr. Charlie McKinnon. He looks like he just got off a pretty long shift. His clothes are a little more wrinkled, but he still is wearing a nice, smart button-down top. And his eyes sort of flick up for a second at the cute barista behind the counter, and he sort of smiles at her, and she sort of shyly smiles as well. He's
I'll be with you in just a
handsome.
second.
Basically just as handsome as me. So
Oh,
Wow.
Well
My,
then,
my.
pretty low.
All right.
proud of ourselves.
All right. So the barista continues working behind the counter, and Pratt, you are standing at the till. The person who was in front of you has gathered up their coffee and is making their way towards the door. And this person is just a tall, dark-skinned man who is wearing a suit. And he passes by Thaddeus and just says, "Oh, pardon me," as he continues past you. And he's a pretty big guy. You can see he's got some muscles underneath that suit as he passes by you, smiling politely. And he makes his way to the door. Next, yes, what can I get for you? The barista says to Pratt.
Pratt walks over. He notices his fly's undone, first of all. And instead of doing it up, he just kind of covers his hand over his crotch. I noticed over there, there's some honey and milk. Is that for anybody? I just take some honey and milk.
Well,
I'm just gonna take
we
some
don't
honey
actually.
and milk. And
we
he walks over and grabs like well, I don't know, like a cup that's just like on one of the tables that someone left, and he just starts pouring milk into it and taking the free honey, and he kind of just makes himself this gross sweet milk to drink. He goes,
Yeah, I think Charlie, like being
Oh, no.
proper, is watching a little
classic
bit,
Pratt.
like from over his like newspaper, is just kind of watching this weirdo move around, kind of concerned.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
Angelino's
she says,
kinda not
"Oh,
paying attention.
well, those are for paying Are you going to buy something?"
I don't. Do I need to?
Yeah, it's okay. And she lets it go.
I'm like a big, thick guy, and I'm wearing like suspenders and a really dirty, like ripped, like almost like a tank, and it's like a gray tank that's ripped in suspenders. And I got like muddy big boots on. Like I just, got off my tractor and came into this very hipster urban setting, and I don't know why I'm here. But
hey, Champ, are you okay? You seem to be troubled.
Excuse me.
Let me
is
buy you a
someone-
coffee.
Someone in line here, because I'm waiting for an espresso.
And you
I
can
think I
tell that
back
this
up.
barista,
I'd back up
is starting
Russ,
to get a
too.
little overwhelmed by the amount
like
of
nod.
people. Yeah.
So, Russ, did you address me, Russ?
Yeah, you doing all right, Champ? Let me buy you a coffee. You seem a little stressed.
Well, I don't need a coffee. They have honey and milk. It's delicious.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
Charlie pipes
I'll
up
take a
too.
coffee. You're offering me a coffee, sir? I'll take a coffee.
And Charlie's
Take
just
time.
like, well, hold on, Bud, why'd you come in here if you didn't want to buy a coffee? You seem a little lost. And he sort of nods to Russ, kind of being like, I appreciate you, saying something. I'm seeing what you're seeing.
Yeah, definitely a man in distress. That's what we're seeing, I think. This is not okay.
Justin, did we come in? Is this just a regular day for us, kind of thing?
It feels like a regular day
Is
for
it?
you. It feels you are yourself. You're here. You are getting a coffee, and it's all just very simple. And
My brother,
Leslie,
we're doing a delivery, and he asked me to just come in here for a bit to give him some space. So I thought I'd come with all these fancy people and see what's going on.
So Leslie, as you're perusing these sandwiches, and same with you, Thaddeus, Angelino as well, as you're kind of leering by the front door, this tall man walks past you, and you guys all kind of sense this strange sort of tension happening in the room. You can tell that this barista is uncomfortable, and she's coughing a little bit and backing up a bit from Pratt. This is obviously not something that she experiences every day, but you can't tell exactly if it's Pratt that's bothering her or if it's this cough that seems to be getting worse. Who's next?
I hope she's not coughing in the coffees.
Leslie checks his watch and picks a sandwich finally and goes up to the front cash. So I'd like to pay, please. Are you all right?
I'm. Thank you. I'll. And she doubles back, continuing to cough. And at this point, everybody hears it. The regular who's by the corner of the room with the newspaper puts it down and kind of cocks his head and looks over, and she backs up against the back wall and rattles some glasses and mugs. I'm fine. It's okay. Just the sandwich.
I think Charlie, being a doctor, would sort of move up as well and stand next to Leslie and kind of be like, are you sure you're okay? And he sort of motions to move around the counter.
It's just a... it's just... And she doubles over onto her knees and begins to cough. And at that instant, her back begins to heave and pulse.
Oh.
And it's getting worse and worse as the rest of the cafe looks on in concern.
I put the
When you-
sandwich in my pocket.
Priorities.
When you say heave and pulse, what do you mean? Backs don't do that,
This one does.
in my experience.
So she begins coughing. She continues to cough, and her back is doing this. Yeah, it's this up and down motion, and you can't see her face. Her hair has come out of the bun that's tied, and she's kind of frantically, she's like scratching at her throat. And it's at that instant that the front door dings, and the man who had been in line leaves. As he leaves the restaurant, it dings. And as soon as the bell rings, she stops coughing.
Oh, well, that solved that. Can I get an espresso over here?
And Charlie and Leslie, Leslie, you're kind of shifting uncomfortably, but Charlie, you can see, with your concern as you're standing at the front, that all of the coughing is completely stopped.
Yeah.
In fact, she's breathing very evenly now.
Oh.
I take the opportunity when everyone's distracted to do up my fly, just so you know.
Priority.
Now's the moment.
Roll
Yeah,
for your
I
flies.
finally. Thank
Yeah,
goodness.
Charlie sort of watches her, and it's interesting too because we all saw it. Charlie moved to her and then didn't really do anything else. He didn't really want to interject for some reason, and he's just like, "Oh, are you all right, ma'am? Can someone get her a glass of water?" And I'm trying to look for another barista as I'm, watching her.
Oh,
Thaddeus, what are you doing in this moment?
Thaddeus has the carafe open, and he has his one little to-go cup, and he's just finished pouring in. So he's looking at this whole scene.
Okay, yeah, he's just one of watching intently. Russ, you'd offered to buy this man a coffee. Are you still?
Yeah, I'm
continuing
still
on
kind of
that
hanging
track,
out
or-
with Pratt, just trying to make sure that this poor soul is all right through whatever's going on. The milk and honey swallowing, that's not normal. So I just want to try and make sure he's cool.
Angelino D'Angeloni, sorry.
Angelino D'Angidoni.
You are
You're right.
You're still by the front door. You're just
Yeah.
looking on.
I'm waiting. I just need to get an espresso because I need to get back to my soccer practice. But
and Angelino kind of walks up to the counter at this point. He peers over the counter to see what's her name, the barista.
Yes, you
Coffee
see the
with one.
barista.
So she's breathing calmly now. Is that right?
She's breathing calmly, and as you move
sure
up
she's
next
fine.
to Charlie and Leslie, she begins to turn her head in a strange motion, very slowly at first, and then it snaps towards you. And in that instant, you realize that something is very different because her eyes are blood red.
Oh no!
She lets out a
I'm gonna get that
blood-curdling
coffee.
scream. She lets out a blood-curdling scream that sounds like this. Alex, show us.
I can't do it. I got babies home. Somebody else.
Oh,
can.
right,
Do a
okay. Who
quiet
doesn't have
version.
babies?
We don't have babies home.
Oh, James has got a great.
James.
I'm screaming.
Yeah. Blood-curdling.
Three.
That's the scream. She screams at you, and then she lunges off the ground across the counter towards Leslie,
Oh,
who's
bummer.
still got
Oh,
his
shit.
hand
What the
in
fuck's-
his pocket with this sandwich. Now, here's how we are going to do this. Everybody's going to have a turn, and we're just going to go in a
Clockwise.
kind of a spiral motion, like a clockwise motion. We're going to start with Leslie. We're going to go to Thaddeus, Charlie, Pratt, Russ, and Angelino.
It's not
okay? And then,
that order to
It's
anyone
different on
else but
everybody.
you, by the way.
Thaddeus. Russ.
No!
Yeah.
Are you joking?
Well,
No,
we
it's all
can
you.
drag our
What
videos
order?
into the right order.
I can't because I'm
Can we
streaming
really?
it
What if
all
we
from
go
one.
alphabetical
Wow.
order?
Hold on. Why don't we go by the Discord chat? So we have Chris, me, James, Joe, Alex, Justin, Rob. Does that make sense?
Oh,
Yes, it does make
Is it
sense.
different for everybody
So
else?
Yes.
Joe,
Yeah, that's different too.
Okay,
Chris,
never mind then.
Harlan.
is it
Then why don't you
different?
pick a
Why is
number?
this all different?
What
Why don't we
about
roll for initiative?
alphabetically?
Why don't you just tell who's the person doing the
I
thing?
will. Okay, so I'll just do this. I'm just going to say Joe,
Yeah.
James.
I'm writing it down.
Yep.
Yep.
Makes sense for everybody to write it down, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all
Everybody
doing
write
it
it down,
together.
okay?
And the
This
audience.
week on-
Harlan,
Yeah.
We learned how to play a game with a lot of people.
Chris,
Yeah.
and then we have Russ or Rob
And then Alex is last.
Jack, you mean Jack.
Perfect.
and Alex.
Joe, James.
That's the
me,
order that I have
Chris,
you guys
Rob,
on.
Alex. Good.
Perfect.
All right.
Yes.
And we're going to keep
Order
that
of
order,
power.
but that it might change
As
in a
people
simple
die.
way at some point. Exactly.
Cool.
Right.
All right,
This is
so
the running.
here's how this is going to work. This barista is in a blood frenzy. She's going straight for your throat, Leslie. Now, this is going to happen in 5 steps. All right. First step is that I or the person before you in the initiative order, so I'm going to start it off, is going to give you the situation. I have given you, Joe, the situation of this barista lunging across the counter at you. Second, you are going to decide how you're going to act in the situation, and you can use all of your skills. You can use your emotion skill or whatever, to your empathy to try to get Charlie to protect you, or you can use defense to try and defend yourself against her, attack to smash her with the tip jar. Whatever you think is what your character would do, you can decide on that. Then, of course, step number 3, you're going to roll for it. We're going to start out with just one success roll for the first round, and then we're going to get it more complicated and more difficult as things go along. Don't forget, you guys have the special skills. You guys have your your positive and your weakness, your features. Yep.
I think so.
Then number 4, when you roll, the person who gave you the situation is going to determine what happens. So if you get a strain, then they're going to say, okay, this is how you get that strain. You smash them with the tip jar and you succeed on that, but you get shards of glass in your palm and you take a strain.
Okay, cool.
All right. And then
Neat.
at the end of your turn, Joe, you are going to give the situation to James, who is next in your initiative order.
Do I have to threaten him with something, or I just tell him what's up?
You
We're
are
coming
threatening
for
him
you,
with
James.
something.
Don't
You
even-
are giving him some sort of situation that he has to try to solve.
But it
doesn't
doesn't have to be your
necessarily have
character.
to be a zombie. Doesn't have to be your character. It's
Cool.
you're using the situation as you're basically being a GM for a second, just for James.
I don't
Love
know
it.
how to do that.
It's great.
No.
What?
Let's
Oh
do it.
no!
No, I don't.
All right. So
Trouble.
Man.
Leslie,
Lucky
the
I'm not.
barista lunges across the counter at you. What do you do?
Well, Leslie's first impulse is to get the fuck away from this person. And I am kind of a nimble dude. I jog a lot. I'm going to basically leap away from the barista as she tries to scramble over the bar at me and interpose a table between myself and her.
Excellent. Okay. So now, do you have to roll when you roll your just one die? Do you still
Yep.
have to roll? Oh yeah, because you got to get it under.
Yep.
Right.
So
So
here
go
I go.
ahead and roll one success die or one positive die.
I did it. I got
You
a
did
1.
it. Okay.
One.
Nice.
All right. So you
Nicely
succeed at the
done.
task. Leslie, you lunge, you jump backwards, narrowly avoiding this barista as she sails across the counter and she smashes into the table that you place right in front of you. But it doesn't seem to faze her. She gets up and she's still got blood in her eyes, literal blood
Shit.
in her eyes.
Oh my god.
Now Joe, create a situation for Thaddeus, who's standing by the corkboard.
So is this barista just going to, like, one after the other be interested in murdering, like, each of us in succession? Or do I introduce a new assailant?
You can introduce a new assailant. Now, looking around the room, you have noticed that this is all meta. You've noticed that the other people in the bar have started coughing as well.
Oh, no.
And
Oh.
it looks like they
no.
could be used in this scenario as well. Maybe even the woman who went to the bathroom, maybe even the guy who left.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Yeah, Thaddeus, you were pouring yourself a thermos of coffee, I believe, standing by a
Yeah.
corkboard.
Yes.
So as you watch this barista launch herself at Leslie across the bar, you see this barista crash into the table, and then you detect movement from the corner of your eye, and you look over your shoulder and you see that a teenage girl who was previously just sitting at a table, like, on her phone, she's stood up and she's coming for you. She's got her arms outstretched and she's about 6 feet away and looks like she's got blood in her eyes too. It's the same blood. They both have
my
blood in their
God.
eyes.
The same blood from the same goat that they all sacrificed together the night
Or whatever.
before, and yeah.
Draw your own conclusions.
Okay, I am going to kind of jump back in a start. I'm going to take my coffee and I'm just going to throw it on the ground in front of her, trying to trip her up.
Oh, interesting.
And
What
I
skill
say
would you
very-
that is?
Oh yeah, I have to do that.
I should see that being
Yeah.
logic. Or
God,
logic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, logic. It's logic.
Logic the shit out
Good
of this.
call. I'm going to logic the shit out of it. One die. And let's see here. I will be that color. And a 1. I succeed.
Nice.
Well done.
Heyo.
Awesome.
Yeah,
All right.
so this do I get to resolve it or do you?
Yes, you do. You resolve it.
Yeah, so this chick who's coming for you, she's got her arms outstretched and she doesn't even notice that you spilled coffee. So hungry is she for your blood and brains and body. And she slips on the coffee and she cracks her head against the sandwich case that Leslie was standing in front of, and brains go everywhere.
Nice.
Oh.
And it ruins all the
Right.
sandwiches
And
too.
it's-
And
Should have gone
She
for the tuna
completely-
because it's brain food.
Oh.
and
Wah.
very, very, very subtly, James, you can hear the sound. Maybe you're going crazy, but you swear you can hear the sound of people cheering. James, it's your turn to create a situation for Charlie McKinnon, the doctor.
Doctor.
It's me, baby. Bring it on.
Okay, so Mr. Doctor Man, you were over. Were you still standing in line?
Yeah, I'm standing sort of next to Leslie, right in
Okay.
the fray.
So you have just been splattered with some delicious sandwich case brains.
Delicious.
Sandwich case brains. Love it.
And from the back behind the counter, you can hear that the barista actually left the espresso wand in a drink, and you can just hear the pressure building and building higher and higher. You know, it sounds like that thing is probably going to blow.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to shoot my eyes to the espresso machine, seeing it get hotter and hotter. I'm going to look down at the fallen zombie by my feet and take a half step back. I'm going to use my expert planner feat, which is my mental ability, to turn off the espresso wand. No, to walk over to the espresso wand and aim it up to the zombie that's getting up.
Yes!
So that it fires a steaming hot chunk of milk at its head. And he steps back and does that, and I'm going to roll for it.
This is going to
With
be
a 1!
an attack.
We've rolled for 3 1s so far.
Yeah.
Wow.
So James resolves it.
Yeah, so you go behind the counter and you flick up this wand as this barista, this kind of brained out person is standing up. They're kind of like wobbling around because, you know, it's not all there anymore. And this wad of overcoagulated, steamy, cooked hard milk shoots out of the wand, and you just see it obliterate the other side of the head.
Yes.
And this person's brain, completely gone, falls over limp on the ground.
And Charlie says, should have gone low fat. It'll kill you. He's full of quips.
That's a quippy
What I'm
doctor.
saying.
It's a quippy game.
Quippy game.
So as Charlie's standing behind Pratt, you're standing there still with your honey milk, and the one that was sort of slowly
Was it really
attacked
his,
by
though?
that table is clawing across it, and she turns her eyes from Leslie and hops up on the table, ready to pounce from on high down upon you. That's Chris. By the way.
Okay. Yeah, it's me. So Pratt is kind of really slowly absorbing what's going on. Like he's been still pouring honey into that milk the entire time, looking around. It's like, is this what the hipsters are into? Because he's not used to it. He eventually comes to the realization he's in threat, and as this fiend human, or invaded human, lunges towards Pratt, he very slowly kind of just lumbers to the side to see if it'll miss, and tries to stomp on the head of the thing. So I want to do kind of like a dexterous move here,
Let's
in a
do it.
stomping motion to the head.
Yeah.
What am I doing
Dexterous
here?
move and a stomping
I
You are
roll-
going to roll. You're going to roll 1d6 unless you can justify your trait, your positive trait, helping you.
Well, he's a strong boy. Okay? He was kind of grown up on a farm to be big and strong. His role is not the thinking type. His role is the beefy intimidation type. So he might not, be super quick, but he is super strong. So maybe, I don't know, will that work?
That works. Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm
You
gonna
can
roll 2 die.
You can roll 2d6. Yeah.
Cool.
I have one that ties and one that failed.
One that
Oh,
ties,
but that's okay.
they tie
Wait,
each other?
there was no negative die. No negative die right now in this round.
Cool. So yeah,
Okay.
she jumps down as you just step out of the way casually, and she like sort of slips and hits her jaw on the floor, cracking like just a spray of teeth go and like shatter across
I like
as
that.
her jaw
I want
smashes.
Pret to just kind of like step, like almost like squishing a bug, looking around like, is this what we're doing now? And
Yeah, and very
push the
slowly
head.
it's just like a wet grapefruit.
And her head caves in, and as it does, you can hear the cheer for this, and you wouldn't be able to tell, but for you watching, you would know that this applause is slightly louder than the applause that Thaddeus got for some reason. Maybe because this was a special zombie.
I killed one too, for the
What?
record. Just I
You
didn't,
did?
I didn't get a
You
cheer.
did.
Oh,
You did get a cheer as well. You hear it
Okay,
as well.
Get it.
Now, Pratt or Chris, you describe for Rob.
okay,
Russ.
so the squishing sound is heard throughout the barista, the what's it called, the coffee house,
Cafe.
and from the back you hear this like high pitched frothy scream coming, and you see somebody who's in the back run out with an apron on, and it's dough covering their hands, clearly working in the bake shops, flour all over, and just bulldozes over the counter, and there's a coffee drip apparatus there, and he knocks it, and this fiery steam and boiling water goes across the room, and you notice that the target, Russ, is not actually another human, but actually there's a seeing eye dog who's there guiding a customer, and it's lunging straight for this lovely poodle mix there, and it's about to just rip into this dog, who just looks up and kind of looks at his owner and doesn't know what to do.
I mean,
No animals. were
Russ
hurt
is
in the
diving into the way and sort of shouting, "Everybody get the hell out of here! Get the fuck out of here!" And like trying to get in between that person and the dog, and also like, looking to figure out where the nearest fire alarm is on the way to see if there's a convenient place to grab that in between, trying to push this dog and the person responsible for it towards a door with every ounce of strength in his body.
Okay, so this person with the seeing eye dog is not a zombie, Pratt or Chris?
I hope not.
No, it's we don't know.
Uh-oh.
Just sipping a coffee, maybe a coffee loving zombie. We don't know yet.
One of those coffee zombies you see every morning in the coffee shop, in the cafes.
Double espresso.
Got a brain.
Double. It's that
Does
Canadian
does
kind of
not
zombie.
appear to be a zombie
Okay.
as of yet.
Give me 2
So
brain
Russ,
pumps.
you are trying to get in the way of this attacking seeing eye dog to save the
Absolutely.
poodle, and you are also trying to reach for a fire alarm.
Yeah, that'd be great if I could do both of those.
Let's do it.
Typical
Let's
Jack.
do it. But I'm going to say that because you're trying to do 2 actions, that I'm going to give you a negative die.
Great. I'm going to admit, I don't know what that means. I'm surprisingly strong as a strength, so that's
you are
maybe
going
that
to
comes
roll-
into play, but
So you're going to roll 2 different colored dies. One of them is going
Will
to be your
do.
negative die, and then
Okay.
you can roll definitely at least 1 positive. Is there anything else that will help you do this task? That the skill that you're using to do this?
I mean, I'm surprisingly strong, so if this is a dexterous physical task, that might come into play.
if you are trying to knock the dog back,
Absolutely.
And then
Yeah,
pull the
I
fire
don't
Don't
really care
kill
about the
the
dog's
dog.
feelings. Just want to sort of yeet it towards the door to use the parlance of the
I
time.
don't care about the dog's feelings.
Well, you know what,
Eat
though?
dog, save
Hold on.
yourself.
Hold on, he's also a problem solver.
It's true. I
So-
am.
And I could see this more being a logic problem that you're solving because
Sure.
you're
Yeah.
doing 2 things at once.
Yeah.
And you have the
I'm good
same
with that.
benefit.
So
add
roll
logic
2
in.
positive die and 1 negative die.
All right.
It's gonna
Let's
be a
see what
challenge.
happens here. So I got a 4 and a 3 on the positive die and a 3 on the negative die. And you're going to have to tell me what that means.
Okay, so the 3s are going to cancel out. So 1 positive and 1 negative are canceled out. But do you succeed at the task? Is a 4.
Skill is a 4. I think it's the same order.
Tie is good.
Yeah.
Tie is good.
Nice.
In that case, you succeed just barely.
Rob.
Chris,
Fuck yeah.
describe how Russ succeeds.
I mean, yeah. So Russ is seeing...
Chris will describe it for you. Yeah.
Hey, what happens, Chris?
Am I right, Russ, in saying that you were just ushering the dog away? You weren't
Yeeting, I believe.
He said
Yeet is
yeeting.
in the parlance of the times is
I'm gonna guess the definition of yeet.
scooping
I know what it
carefully
means,
and
but I
placing
punted-
towards the door.
He punted the dog.
And set an alarm, right?
Gently while pulling the fire alarm.
Wow. Okay, and you did this through dexterity, which is quite impressive. You were actually a fair distance away, and you kind of slide over a table to get there. And as you go through, you pull the fire alarm. A hero, absolutely. We're pretty sure there's theme music that all of a sudden comes on as he does it. And pulls the thing, slides over. The thing is about to lunge for this dog, and you kind of like soccer kick the creature sliding. And,
Not the dog.
You fully yeet, aggressively yeet the dog towards the exit, leaving the person who's dependent on the dog without a dog. But the dog is safely yeeted.
I'm so glad it's safely yeeted. I think that might be the first time safely yeeted has been.
I didn't even think about the fate of the person with a with a dog.
Sipping their coffee. They don't even know, though. They don't even know.
The entity in his head. The entity in his head is guiding him throughout his various missions. There's a crossover with Malevolent.
Okay, Rob, you have successfully yeeted this dog out the door, and you hear the loudest applause of everyone.
Oh my!
That feels right. That was the right thing to do. And the fire alarm is blaring. Rob, describe what happens for Angelino D'Angeloni.
Angelino, right in front of you in line. Someone fucking takes a seeing eye dog and yeets it towards the door. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. There's lots of people diving for everyone else, but there's now this like poor blind person standing in line without their dog and without their coffee. And they're really quite upset about it. The fire alarm is going off beside you, and there's just people diving for everyone around you. But this poor person turns to you and is like, "What's happening? Can you please help me? Save me, please. What's going on?"
Well, Angelino, can I go? No, I guess you have to give me a scenario. Keep going.
That's
your scenario.
Oh. What do you do?
Angelino turns and he says, I don't know, lady. I'm just here for a couple of espressos. I don't even understand what's going on. Why did that man throw a dog?
The barista, who was sort of climbing on the ground since she'd sort of lunged it at one of the previous folks.
She's dead.
She's dead?
Yeah. But there is there's the two hipsters playing chess by the front door. There's the burly black man who left.
Angelino, you turn from this poor woman to see the barista is dead right beside you. She's dead. There's a person died right in front of you. What do you do?
Someone's dead here. Oh my God. What is going on here?
Your coffee.
And I look around and there's people like lunging at each other and people going crazy. People with blood in their eyes. There's a dead person on the floor. Some lady with her face is smashed into a sandwich display. It's blowing my mind. And little Angelino, I mean, 45 years old, but a little guy.
I mean, little Angelino because he's short, not because he's young, just because he's small.
5 years old. You're playing him like a toddler.
He's
the best forward in the
soccer
game.
player.
You don't fucking talk with Angelino. You would bet on him every time.
I'm just a soccer player. I don't know what's going on. Angelino, he's heading for the door.
Run.
All right,
Angelina.
go ahead and give a one
door
success
open
roll. One positive die. Let's see if you get it. And you can
Yeah?
use whatever skill. Well, no, you could use a attack. Like that's your
Attack the door, Angelino. Attack it.
Okay, so dexterity
Dexterity.
and willpower. Huh?
You can do willpower. I'm good with that.
So is
use
that
willpower.
2 positive die?
Just one
How do you
positive
have
die.
higher-
But if you have a
I have no
trait
high
that
ones.
will help it, what are your positive traits?
I don't know if I did my thing right.
Did you make a
No.
character, Alex?
I have 2 physical, 2 dexterity, 2 vitality,
Mhm.
2 logic,
Sure.
2 willpower, 1 charisma, 1 empathy.
I don't
No.
think you did it right at all. No.
You've only spent.
You did
4
what
of
I
your 10
originally
points.
did.
So you should now have up your dexterity all the way because you're a
2, 4,
soccer
6,
player.
8, 9,
So
10.
that should be very high.
So it starts at 1, and then for every
Yeah.
point above 1 that you spend one
Uh-huh.
of your 10 points.
Oh. Duh. I feel really dumb about that.
No,
you're
it's not
good.
a duh.
Alex,
Okay,
send me your
I did
sheet.
too.
You roll,
I
and I'll
did too.
fill it out for you.
Okay.
Did Angelino make his own character sheet?
Okay, well, I rolled a 1 anyway.
God only
Oh,
knows.
you're
So-
good.
That's great. You
nice.
did it.
You
was counting the
succeed. So, Rob,
did
describe
the
how
same thing
Angelino
first.
makes it to the front door successfully.
I mean, Angelino is a runner from way
He's so
back. It's
good.
not even a question of can you jump over the obstacles in your path? Can you dash between them? Like there it just cuts almost to slow motion, this quiet shot outside the door, and then it flies open and there's this chaos behind you, but from it you dash forward, scot-free.
and
into
as
the street.
soon as you leave the cafe, Angelino, everything disappears.
Fuck.
Disappears?
But Alex, why don't you go ahead and describe what happens to Leslie Muntz? Leslie
Okay.
Muntz, who has just dodged a zombie and is hiding behind a table. What happens to her next? Now, I will say we're at the top of the initiative order. We've finished round 1. Very quiet.
Hey, we all survived. I hope
All
that's
right.
You all survived round 1, but
it. Uh-oh.
the front
like that.
door opens and the big burly black man comes back in, and his eyes are a fierce blood red. The door to the bathroom opens and there's
Oh, no.
a crazed woman with hair, the one who brushed by, I think it was Russ at the beginning, is also, her hair is frayed and her eyes
Yikes.
are red as well, and she's intense, and the fire alarm is blaring. This round is going to be even harder. You are going to be rolling 2 negative die for every turn
Oh
in
no.
order to get through this situation. Now, Angelino, please create a situation for Leslie Muntz that is suitably challenging.
Okay, so Leslie, I guess. Oh, let me say it like this: the man that comes out of the bathroom
Or
is
the
he?
woman,
He's
whichever one.
or was it a woman or man?
Yes,
Sorry.
a woman came out
Oh,
of the
sorry, a
bathroom.
woman. A big woman comes out of the bathroom, and she's like, she's muscular. This woman, and she comes out. Her eyes are bleeding, and she screams, "I want blood!" And she comes dashing through the cafe, throwing tables. This is like the master of this level. This is like the guy you got to beat, right? So this woman is like some sort of bodybuilder, okay? And she lunges at you, and you notice she's missing teeth. So her teeth are like daggers.
Justin, just as an idea,
Yeah.
what if we went opposite order? What if Alex pitched for Rob, who pitched for Chris, who pitched for me? and then went back the other
we're
way?
going to switch it up. We're going to switch
Okay.
it up after this section, but I want to keep it the same for the consistency, because then it'll be a very long time before Joe goes again. So this feels like the most consistent way.
Harlan just doesn't want
right
me
now.
to go.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Oh, come on, Harlan. Jeez.
She doesn't belong here. Double down. Didn't expect that.
Whoa.
He's so sexist, guys.
Yeah.
The real horror show really shows itself tonight.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Fart.
Alex, go ahead.
So
So, this
teeth are
this
daggers.
woman with blonde hair has bloody eyes, and she runs towards Leslie, and she means business.
But you notice that as she's running through the cafe, there's splinters of table like breaking off and jabbing into her legs. It doesn't seem to slow her down much, but you could tell it's doing some damage. So as she approaches you, she gets closer, Leslie,
Yeah.
and she's saying, "I hate men." Too. She's a man hater.
Don't we all?
and
Give-
and a zombie. type woman.
Touche.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Leslie. Well, Leslie's a smart dude. He looks all around. He realizes that he's not going to be able to make it out the door like that other guy just did, who was probably the smartest one of all of us. And instead, he grabs someone by their shirt who is sitting beside where Leslie is standing and throws this guy into the path of this zombie person to gain a little bit of
Oh,
space.
shit. That's
Yeah.
violent.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Who's
so
this?
he's-
Who's the other person?
The
that
other
you're throwing?
person is one of
It's a
the
random-
one of the chess, one of the hipsters playing
One of the
chess.
chess players. Okay, and
Oh, well, they
as you
deserve it.
go to grab him, he's got blood red eyes as well.
Oh,
So maybe you don't have to feel too bad about it. But anyways, go ahead, do your roll. It's going to be 2 negative die and at least 1 positive. Do you have anything that'll help you with this?
I was
What
gonna
skill are
try
you?
to say that I'm playing the odds,
Mm.
so I could like factor in my accounting knowledge.
Like a logic roll?
Yeah,
Mm.
maybe.
One zombie
pretty
minus
sweaty.
one.
Maybe you're. Oh,
Let's
That's
fucking
true.
do it.
Why
Why the
not?
hell not?
Why
Use
not?
your logic. But
Yeah, so like
Alex, you have to describe her doing it in a very logical way.
Yes.
If she succeeds. So,
Alex
or
is
if
the
he
best
succeeds.
at that.
if he
Joe-
succeeds,
Go
Yeah.
ahead and roll your 4 die.
Okay, let's see how we do it. Here we go, guys.
This is how we do it.
this is
Okay,
how we
so here's what
do it.
happens. I succeed, but I take 2 trauma.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh.
So you manage to push this guy in the way of
Stresses.
the
Stresses.
charging woman, but you take 2 strain in the process. Alex, how does Leslie take strain?
Okay, so you succeed.
Yes.
So you see this muscular woman charging towards you, and she's got now huge splinters hanging out of her thighs.
Gross.
And you take this kind of already zombie turning man next to you, and you throw him into her legs. And but you say, hey, maybe if I throw this person into the splinters in her legs, it'll chop her legs off. So you do that, and sure enough, it works. Okay, so you get the zombie in front of you, and you slide in front of this massive woman, and then you see the splinters go into her legs and into her bones, and it like shatters her legs, and she just goes flopping down, right? But as she's coming down, her missing dagger teeth, they jab into your arm.
oh no.
So you've got this like
Ooh.
huge woman gnawing on your forearm like this.
I
Okay.
hate that.
It's one of the worst ways.
Don't we
to
all?
spend it,
You know.
too.
I mean, if you had to pick,
Definitely
I don't
rather be a
think-
blind
Alright,
guy
um,
shoved out of a door.
But like
and Joe,
maybe
oh,
there's not a lot
is
of
there
blood.
more?
very
There isn't a lot of
little
blood,
transfer
okay.
of blood. No transfer of blood.
He
But it
doesn't want to
hurts.
infect her.
No.
All
I don't
right,
wanna repeat
Joe, it is your turn next to describe for James what happens to Thaddeus.
Okay. Let me just mark down my traumas. 1,
Stress
2.
yes, all of
Yeah.
it.
Stress, not strain,
or traumas. Traumas are bigger.
or traumas.
I don't understand how to fill out my card.
Send it to me. I'll do it.
It's just blank.
All right, Thaddeus,
I mean,
you
blank
see all this happen. You see the dog throwing. You hear the alarm going off. You see the brains and the splatter, and you had previously thrown your coffee. You see this beefy, tall black man with glowing red eyes who's just come back in through the front doors of the coffee shop. He's like looking around, and his eyes just set on you, and he takes 3 long strides, and immediately he's like up in your business. What do you want to do?
I think that's actually what he says as he's like walking toward.
What do you want to do?
Oh
shut
shit.
up.
Okay. Flung my coffee. I still have the
Yep.
carafe. Carafes are not a weapon.
Oh, but you can.
So,
You know what? I'm not gonna play your turn.
ba ba ba. Let's see.
You can do it, James.
I'm gonna try and just jump through his legs at the bottom and try and get behind him.
Oh, so got a little bit of a defense roll. I guess
Yes.
This would be vitality, technically.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm very bad at this.
I love it.
But very honest, yes. One of my negative features is a sedentary lifestyle. I'm always in a
okay.
chair. So
Feel that, bro.
fuck me. Okay, so it's 1 positive and 2 negative, right?
That's correct.
Not great. So I succeed, but that 5 and a 6 is not good at all.
Okay. Wait, you succeeded on the vitality, so you managed to get through the legs, but
Yes.
something bad happens and causes you strain in the process.
Yes.
Stress. Joe, what happens?
Well, it's quite simple, really. Thaddeus, as you dive between the legs of this approaching zombie, you steel yourself to do it, and you throw yourself on the ground, and you start crawling, and you make it right through, and then, oh shit, looks like some idiot accountant threw a guy on a zombie, and
Oh.
the zombie's legs got cut off, and as the zombie comes crashing down, chewing on the accountant's arm, she actually lands directly on your back.
Oh no!
And you
No.
get mashed under her muscular body.
I love
Okay,
it.
So Thaddeus is now stuck under the body of this zombie. Now, Thaddeus, James, why don't you describe what happens to Charlie?
Bring it on.
Charlie, this big burly black man has just run past you towards this poor defenseless soul standing at the bulletin boards. You see him dive down and try and go through, and then the zombie falls on top of him, and you see him there flailing weakly. And you and your doctoriness looks around and you see all of the carnage, all of the blood, but you're not fazed by it. But shit not good. Shit not good.
Charlie turns and grabs 2 of the portafilters screwed into the espresso machines and unhooks them. And he double chucks them at the big dude over you. And I'm going to use my physical feature, Crack Shot, to get a bonus die. Because I'm calling this a ranged weapon. So I'm going to roll 2 positive die and 2 negative die. How's that sound, everybody?
All right, that sounds great. Do it up.
Dude.
Here we go. I succeed. So I do 2 successes, but I do also take 2 stresses. So
Yes,
I would guess
okay.
I kill the thing, but I take a little bit of stress in the process.
Yes, you do extreme damage to it. Describe, James, please describe what happens when he kills it, and
With 2,
but also
and the
how he
portafilters are those
stresses.
basket things for anyone who doesn't know that, like twist on to espresso machines.
Right, yeah.
Definitely
big-
wasn't looking that up right now.
Sorry, they're like the
What
big.
is a porta
They're like the big, heavy, like.
It's where you put the coffee grounds in an
Yeah.
industrial
Yeah,
coffee
yeah.
maker.
Perfect. So you chuck these 2 portafilters at the guy that's standing above Thaddeus, right? And you're just like 2 tomahawks, and you see them fly through the air, coffee grounds slowly spinning out in these little slow motion little fireworks of brown, delicious bean juice. And the
Fuck
2
yeah.
handles of the portafilters land square in the guy's eyes. He's now blinded, and you see him flailing at his poor bloodshot zombie caffeinated eyeballs.
Nice.
and
Better than the
and
alternative.
I will also add that as he's he's blinded, and no, he hasn't taken any damage before, so he's still up. Charlie, Harlan, please describe what happens to Pratt Bartlett.
Pratt stands awestruck, doing what he does as the window behind him begins breaking and a zombie lumbers in through the door. He walks up behind you, Pratt, and as you stand next to the stanchion, which is meant to keep everyone in line, he's like an old man. He looks at you like, I'm teeing you up, baby.
Nice. Think I'll knock him down.
Yeah.
Pratt really super nonchalant about this whole experience so far. He kind of just squished a person's head, still, looking around. He sees this old person, and he sees the table that's just in front, and he pushes the table to pin the old person against the wall, and grabs one of those wooden stir sticks and just kind of slowly pushes it through the eyeball of the old man to kill him.
Sure.
He's still like really grossed out by it. Like,
Give me a roll.
All right, another dexterity roll, and that's going to be, I think, 2 because it's strength again. So 2 and 2.
Oh, 2. Okay, so okay.
Mm-hmm.
See this?
Mm-hmm.
So 4 dice total. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, 4 dice.
Correct.
Right. So my 2 angry dice was a 5 and a 1. My 2 good dice was a 4 and a 1.
So the one cancels out.
And I have.
What's your strength?
Okay, but I still have. My strength is a 4.
So you succeed, but you do take 1 damage. So as you push it through, the old man grabs your hand and just drags his teeth across your arm a little bit. It just draws a tiny bit of blood. But you do stick it right in through his brain, and he's pretty old. He's on the edge. You feel it pop through the back, and you don't think he's going to get up.
Pop through
Filled
the
with
back.
the stir stick.
You feel the pop
Chris,
through the back. of the skull.
it is your turn to describe for Russ Lewis what happens.
Russ, having just I keated the dog of the scene impaired person, the person starts groping for you out of fear, not knowing what's going on. He's not a zombie, but he goes, "What happened to my dog? What's going on?" But he's clearly freaking out.
He can't be.
I don't know what's going on, but we're going to get
chest.
out of here, friend. Well, I got you. Don't worry. I'm not leaving you behind.
It's like it's really inhibiting your movement, and it's making you very vulnerable as somebody from behind you, again breaking through the same glass that the old man had come through. Though outside, there's kind of a horde that is clearly coming in through the building, and you're struggling because you're kind of restrained by this person who's now at your disposal.
Yeah, Russ is happy to stand sort of on this edge between this person coming towards him and this like human behind him who's just trying to figure out what the fuck's happening to them, and is really trying to get everybody out of the coffee shop into away from all of these weird dangers, and really just trying to, all right, team, everybody, that's the door, we need to get the hell out of this. I'm gonna stand, and like as this person coming at them, trying to like keep pushing them away every time they reach out with their hands that are starting to look more and more like claws every time they reach out towards Russ. He's pushing them aside and pushing this poor blind person whose dog is definitely over there and very safe, don't worry, out back. It's like, okay, everybody, we're going to get out the front door, and then we're going to go down the street. The fire hall is down 2 blocks that way. We're going to meet up at the fire hall, everybody, okay? On 3, run, everybody, please, towards the fire hall. Get the hell out of this coffee shop. Okay, go.
Yeah.
All right, and you're going to use your charisma, right?
Yeah, I want to use my charisma. I got that dad energy going on. I'm just trying to lead the team and get us the hell out of this coffee shop. And
What the
towards
hell is dad energy? I don't have.
Come on, you know what dad energy is.
Dad energy is a thing.
It's
You're
it's
here,
what
aren't
all
you?
people pretend dads have, but real dads, you're like, I don't know what the fuck that is, and I don't know how to do it, but please, I wish I had it.
I like it. I got big dad energy.
It's
I'm
like
with
Cub Scout leader energy.
It's like being. It's like repeating. Don't put that in your mouth 1,000
Don't
times.
put
a
it in
day.
your mouth. For fuck's sake,
I know.
just get the hell out the house
Yeah.
and put your jacket on. It's less than 15 degrees outside. You'll freeze your ass off.
I
Get in
absolutely
there.
know what that is.
Get
And
outside.
Still
It's like,
somehow
okay.
being the kid's favorite parent.
Yeah, it's like Henry,
mean,
don't take
well, it's
your
not
shoes
mom.
off that way. Just unzip. Don't.
Is this what's
just pull
happening in
them
the
off.
cafe? Everybody's like arguing
Yeah.
with Russ.
No, everybody's getting the hell out, and we're going to meet up at the fire hall
Well.
because that's what I said. Please,
do it.
everybody, out the
All
door.
right.
Roll.
All
I
right.
got to roll some dice now. Tell me
Alright,
what
guys.
Yes, please go ahead. 2 negative die, and then do you have a charisma trait that you can?
I do.
lean
Yeah,
on
I got
here?
dad energy as my charisma
Oh,
trait.
perfect.
actually.
Yeah. 2 and 2.
Hell yeah.
Big
I thought you were
dad
just
energy.
messing around. Sorry.
So I got a 6 and a 1 on them good dice and a 2 and a 3 on them bad dice, but you're gonna have to tell me what that means.
So there's 1 success, so you do succeed, but there
Sweet.
are 2 failures, so you are going to
Not
take
great.
stress in the process.
Yeah,
Chris.
I mean, Russ is the last man out.
Oh, for sure, it works. I mean, everybody immediately stops their grotesque displays of murdering or what is zombie killing that's going on.
Thank goodness.
And they look and go, I trust this man, and I feel like if I had my first dance at my wedding, it would be this person that I want to dance with. You know, like
Daddy?
that kind of thing. Or like, but yeah, I'm going to want to stand on his toes as he dances me around a ballroom. Something like that. That's how they feel.
I want to see
And
that
so they
RPG.
look to the door. Yeah, right. They look to the door and they immediately start ushering their way out. But like you said, you're the last person out, and everybody rushing by actually starts stepping on you and trampling you, like on the back of your ankles and stuff. And you realize that you've actually got a little bit of a sprain going on, and you're going to be hobbling your way out of this place.
Not with a doctor on your side. He's going to fix that sprain with screwdrivers.
So you're going
Come
to
on,
take
Charlie,
2
let's do it.
strain, Rob. How much stress do you have? Or this is going to be okay. How much physical stress do you have?
Is this the first one?
Yeah, you're at 2.
I believe you took one. Oh wait, no, it was canceled out. Yeah, so this is the first.
Sweet. All right. So I'm taking 2 physical stress. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, then. I will do that.
Physical stress taken.
And Rob, please describe what happens to Angelino D'Angeloni.
Angelino, you are leading the pack. I mean, you got those kicky legs. You're first one out the door. You're running down.
Wait. Sorry.
Oh.
You know what? Angelino D'Angeloni is not to be seen anywhere.
Whoa.
Rob, you're going to go ahead and describe what happens to Leslie Muntz.
I'm picking it up.
Yeah.
Let's GTFO.
Leslie, you're caught up in the middle of this pack. That calculating mind of yours it made all those calculations to get the hell out of here. You're on the street, and it feels a little bit like a street festival out here. You see people left and right. You've got your party.
I think when we leave, we cease to exist.
Yes. Okay, so Leslie, then okay, all right. So Russ managed to get everybody out of the cafe.
I think, yes.
That's what
unless
happened in the
anyone wants
last
to stay.
round. Everybody ran. There were
he sees
zombies
Russ.
everywhere, but
Rusty's
he
Leslie
managed to
run out.
convince with his charisma to get everybody out. And Leslie, Pratt, Charlie, Thaddeus, Russ, Angelino, each one of you, as you left, the blind man, as you left,
The blind man.
everything just disappeared. And it wasn't blackness, but it's just nothing. And then a familiar sound, the sound that you heard in the cafe. The sound of applause, a roaring audience cheers you, and screens appear. You look around you, and you are surrounded in this strange void, but you're surrounded by people everywhere, an entire stadium of people. And oh my God, descending from a floating disc is a man.
What the heck is going on?
A beautiful sequin suit with a great perm. He has a microphone in his hand and he taps it a couple times. Boom, 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 boom. Is this thing on? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Running Dead. Brought to you by the Church of Retribution. Jeff, do you have my voice effects on? Jeff?
There we go. Oh, yes, Jeff. Okay, thank you. Yes, I just got word. Can you hear me now? Yes, of course. It is another episode of Running Dead brought to you by the Church of Retribution, the show where we take today's 6 unlucky contestants who have done ill deeds in their past. Yes, indeed. It's called the Church of Retribution for a reason, folks. That's right, these contestants are going to be making their way through a series of challenges for the grand reward. Do you remember what the grand reward is, everyone? It is absolution of their sins! They will be freed of their burdens that have shackled them to this plane. But of course, we should get to the next round. But before we do, you, the lovely audience, the viewership, I want to thank you so much for your support of the Church of Retribution. It is you that keeps the cameras rolling and that keeps our Lord and Savior pleased with us. So I thank you. As always, you are going to have an opportunity. Viewers at home, if you are watching this, each one of you has very generously donated an amount that will allow you to have a sponsorship point. Each and every one of you will be able to sponsor one of these contestants. Once you use your sponsorship point, that's right, folks, once you use that sponsorship point, though, it's done. It's out of here. So use it wisely. Who do you think is going to win? Well, why don't we find out by looking at the leaderboard?
Whoa!
At 1 point, we have Leslie Munns for killing the zombie that came after her right in the very, 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 very beginning. Next, we have Thaddeus Finkelstein with 1 point for his brilliant coffee maneuver. Next, of course, we have Charlie McKinnon with 1 point. He almost got more, but he didn't quite down. And you see on the strange screen, you see the big man who you threw the portafilters at. And you can see he's still standing. If only he'd done thrown those a little bit harder, maybe he'd be more on the board.
What the hell is happening? What's going on? Does anybody else know what's happening?
I think we're all standing awestruck, waiting for the band to finish.
I'm sorry for what I did.
Next up, we have the strong and maybe a bit dunce-like Pratt Bartlett with 3 points for his demolition of several zombies. And of course, the first to escape the room with 5 points, Angelino D'Angeloni! And last but not least, with a whopping 8 points, please give a round of applause to our most altruistic contestant, Russ Lewis!
Does anybody else know what's going on?
No, man, don't you understand? He's telling us something. Let's listen.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Do you remember the look on that dog's face as he ushered it towards the door? That alone awarded him 3 points. And getting the people out before himself and sacrificing his ankles, that was a death-defying feat that is truly inspiring in the name of the church. We thank you, Russ, for your inspiration. And now, without further ado, we will allow you, the audience, the opportunity to spend a point, your sponsorship point. If you would like to spend it right now, you are going to have some time to say which contestant you would like to sponsor, and they will receive a special gift directly from the Church of Retribution that hopefully will help them in their endeavors.
Garland, sign my babies.
Why don't we go around and you all, contestants, will have an opportunity to explain why the viewership should sponsor you. Oh, no. Let's start with our leader, Russ Lewis.
Hi. If you can hear me, please help us. What's happening? I just want to get home to my kids. We're going to get out of this, everybody. I got you. All right. We don't let them tell you. Don't cut my leg.
Next up on the leaderboard is Angelino D'Angeloni. Angelino, why should the viewership sponsor you?
Oh, please let me go. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to be the best. It's not my fault. Just vote for
Thank you, Angelino. Tugging at our heartstrings like that. Pratt Bartlett, you are next on the leaderboard. Please tell us what you would like from the audience.
Is this microphone on? Bartlett Pratt here.
Thank you, Pratt, for that very eloquent pitch. And of course, Leslie Muntz, what would you like to say to the viewership?
All right. I may not be as big as these other guys, but listen, I'm gonna need as much help as I can get to kill as much as they do. Just give me all your stuff. Just give me your weapons.
Thank you, Leslie. And Thaddeus Finkelstein, what is your pitch?
Yes. Hi there. I would just like to say that this is obviously some sort of hypnosis-induced therapy, because as we all know, there is no God, so church is irrelevant, but you are a highly sophisticated and wonderful technological society, and this is definitely the weirdest trip I've ever had, and I haven't done shrooms in days.
Microdosing.
Thank you, Thaddeus, for that maybe a slightly disillusioned perspective. Or illusioned? Disillusioned. Charlie McKinnon, last but not least, please tell us why they should support you.
Look, people who are watching this, I'm not sure where we are or why we're here, but I want to get home. I'm a doctor. I save lives. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that all of us get out of here, and I'm going to help everybody along the way as much as I can. I don't know what I'm pleading for, but if you can, please send help in whatever way you can. This is real. This is serious. Don't.
Charlie McKinnon, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we're going to give you a couple moments here and let the contestants get to know each other a bit. But in a minute, I'm going to be joined by my dear co-host, Sandra, who will tell us who has decided to contribute for the next round. And the screen blinks out, and you guys are in a white, featureless room.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. Does anyone have any idea what the hell is the Church of Retribution?
I'm not really sure. I don't understand. This isn't fair.
Look, just
we
take a
shouldn't
breath.
have to
Just
be here.
relax, buddy.
Need
Hey,
to
it's
be
gonna
back
be
in my
okay.
soccer game.
Just
You
breathe.
don't understand. This is important to me.
Breathe in.
Okay.
Breathe out. Come on. We need to keep
How-
level
how-
heads.
Are y'all standing? I twisted my ankle in the last minute there. I'm trying to find something to wrap it up. Is it
Let me see
everybody
what
else?
I can do. And I
Thank
rip
you.
off a
Yeah.
bottom of my shirt. And I walk over and I start tying it tightly.
Nice. I mean, what?
What? Yeah, you see my,
Angelina
like,
walks
ripped,
over.
chiseled abs.
Doctor, please.
Angelina walks over to Pratt, and he says, "Can you protect me in the next room? You're a big, strong guy. I saw you drinking milk and honey. I know what that does to your body, to your
He
immune
smiles
system.
and his teeth are all
Good.
falling out.
I look at Angelino D'Angeloni and I say, "Hey, you are that soccer player, Pratt Bartlett." And he reaches a hand out to shake your hand.
Oh, hi, and I shake your hand. Hi.
Guys, look, you need to
Protect
take a breath.
me.
Everyone needs whatever happens, we need to work together. They're going to try to divide us. I don't think that's a good idea. Let's try our best to stay as a team, unified. It's going to be tougher for them to try to wedge something between us if we all turn on each other and divide, let them play into this point system. Rush, you're with me on this, right?
Who are them? I mean, what? Leslie, Thaddeus, have you ever seen anything like those people? What were they doing?
I don't know, man. This is all new to me. 1 second ago, we were in a coffee shop, and now we're in an auditorium. I just don't. This is a lot. This is a lot. This is a lot. How do we get out of here?
Thaddeus.
Can we break out?
Are you strong? Can you protect me, Thaddeus?
Angelina.
I
runs over to
mean,
Thaddeus.
after listening to everything that they said, and this being just kind of like a psychic trip. I think that we either need to. I think that the killing of the zombies is representative of us approaching our problems and solving them, which is good. But I also think that the underlying theme here is that helping each other out and saving other people is more important than helping ourselves. But either way, we're working towards a common goal.
Oh, I got
All
heartburn.
right, well, that's obviously not it because the dream's still here. So
I generally agree with what you're saying, but we also need to be smart about this, intellectual about this. For whatever reason, despite the circumstances being a little bizarre, we are here now, and we need to function as a unit. In cases like this, they're going to try to divide us, split us up, make us hoard our resources. Whatever happens, I think we should make a pact right now.
I agree with you,
Leslie.
but I'm sticking
whatever
to my
happens-
own self. I'm taking care of me first.
That's not what I'm saying. The opposite. I'm saying we're gonna live longer if we work together. What?
Yeah, I
He
understand. I
mentioned
agree.
this Garland Huxley. He mentioned there's a tier. He said there's going to be people who are going to be voted on. Whatever that might mean they get more. We need to vow right now as a team that whoever gets in first place promises to share with everyone else, so that we all have an equal chance of.
Isn't
working
that
together.
Russ? Isn't Russ in first place?
I don't know.
Russ,
What
are
is
you going to share with
first
us?
place?
Yeah,
I mean,
Russ,
listen, I don't know what the hell is happening.
I don't know
but
what the
we're-
points are,
we're
but they
all
said
of
you
us
got
getting out of this. Look,
you got
I don't
8
know-
of them, and I have 1. That's not fair.
I don't know what any of that means. Charlie seems to know a lot about what the hell is happening. Who is Huxley? What? Who?
Angelino, you got
introduced
5
himself.
points.
Everyone
Come
just
on,
take a
man.
breath. The dude introduced himself as Garland Huxley. I don't know what's going on, but I'm also playing it off the cuff. He introduced himself. Whatever the fuck was back in there, and he points towards the coffee shop direction, tried to kill us. Look, I'm not dumb enough to pretend I can understand what the fuck is going on. I can only play the hand that is dealt to me. And right
I've
now, we're
heard of
dealt a
this
pretty
show.
shitty hand. And what I am saying is, we work better as a team.
Listen, Charlie, you're pretty intense right now. Why don't you take a walk for a minute? Just give us a
Yeah.
minute. Go rest for a second, and we're gonna just like walk away for a second. All right?
Walk
You're being
where?
really.
Fine.
I
I don't
don't
go piss in a
listen.
corner.
Just walk that way for
And he
5
goes in a
minutes. I
corner
don't
to
care where you
piss.
go.
It
But
seems like a round square room. I'll tell you what though. I really am. I'm quite frightened. I have seen this show before. My grandmother in Italy, she watches it all the time on the telenovela. It's, I think that's what it's called, or something like that. It's before or after the telenovela.
Are you
But-
saying
but-
we're on television right now?
Yeah, I think so. She watches it. It's called The Church of Retribution, and it's all about people.
You hear
who-
a ding, and as Angelino is talking, a light appears on the top of the door, and it says, 1 minute remaining.
Okay, so what is everyone's skills here? I'm a late night radio host.
That's right.
You're obviously a soccer player.
Obviously, the
Um,
best in the world, #1.
what? How did we?
That's demonstrably not true.
Have you ever heard of Angelino D'Angelo, the
I don't.
soccer
I don't follow
Rambo?
soccer.
That's what they call me.
Canadian
I'm
football.
allowed to watch.
I've had a
TV,
piss and I'm back.
until 7:00, and sometimes
We have a
at
1-minute
7:00
warning.
there's soccer on. I know D'Angelino. If you're scared, D'Angelino, here you can take this. It's my lucky rabbit's foot. He was a pet before, and I pet him too hard. So, but now he's lucky. I don't know how that works. And he hands
Okay,
you
so we
rabbit's
have a
foot
late
and
night radio host, a soccer player. You,
It's sort of like a mice
big
and man.
muscles. Good.
Oh,
All right.
Hi. Thaddeus.
Hi.
I'm Bartlett Pratt. My brother calls me Strong Boy.
Would you like us to call you Strong Boy, Mr. Pratt?
We make moonshine. I'm not allowed out very much.
Leslie,
10
there,
seconds
I've seen
remaining.
him working. He's an accountant. I saw him working the other day when I stopped at that.
Guys,
coffee
guys,
shop.
guys. We need to work together. That's the
He
thing.
knows numbers.
Whoever is in first place, we need to agree that we're going to share whatever we
And
get.
ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have some sponsorships tonight. Sandra, why don't you join me out here and tell us a little about who is going to be donating this evening to the Church of Retribution?
We do indeed have some sponsorships this evening. Oh my goodness. So exciting. Ladies and gentlemen, the numbers are up on the board now. As you can see, in the lead with 4 sponsorship points, we have Russ. Great
What does
job,
that mean?
Russ.
You've got 12 points
With
now.
3 sponsorship points, tied for second place, we have Pratt
Oh, thank you.
and Thaddeus. With just 2 sponsorship points, Leslie. And tied for the very last place, oh, gentlemen, I'm so sorry, Charlie and Angelino.
It's because you're a loser for bringing me down. I'm a winner.
Good
You
luck,
don't understand.
everyone.
Thank you very, very much, Leslie. No, not Leslie, Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. So we have, just to recap, we have 4 points for Russ,
Correct.
3 points for Pratt and Thaddeus,
Yes.
and then 2 points for Leslie.
Mm-hmm.
And then how many points for Charlie and
1
Angelino?
each for Charlie and Angelino.
Oh, one. We got one.
Yeah.
Who voted
That
for
I-
me?
Oh.
Not a shutout. Don't worry.
Zia voted
Okay.
for you,
I
darling.
thought it was 0.
So as you're
Team
all
Zia.
standing there,
I feel like I should have voted now. That's the.
we will see you all. We will see you all in the next round. And I hope you brought your blades.
Our blades. What does that mean, our blade?
I have cleats.
Seemed pretty
The
ominous.
audience disappears. Garland Huxley disappears. And the room, as you look around now, has 6 sides. It's a hexagon. And on each wall is a photo of you and a little button that has your name above it.
Nobody press anything.
I'm already pressing the button.
How is
Pratt
this even
Bartlett
happening?
presses his button,
Fuck's sake.
and a little drawer suctions out of the wall. And you have the option, Pratt, with 3 points. You are able to get 3 level 1 items if you want. Basically, the items are going to give you bonus dice. So you can use those dice. You can use 1 point on a healing potion that'll reduce 1 strain or stress. So you can use all 3 on a healing potion that's going to heal 3. Or you can go for an item. An item is randomized. They're suggestions by the audience. And with 3 points, you can go for a third tier item, which is going to give you it's going to give you 3 positive dice for rolls in the future.
I pressed my button.
Pratt goes for the item. He sees the liquid and the vial. It doesn't, as a moonshiner, this he knows, and that's not whiskey, and he only drinks whiskey. So he goes for the object, whatever it's going to be.
Okay, roll a 1d6 for me, please.
Question, Justin. Meta.
Yes.
Do we start with any of the gear that we made our characters with?
No, we're not going to have any of that gear. That is,
Just checking.
it's all the gear is going to be just environmental, or
naked,
you'll get to keep these
sans
items.
clothing.
Yeah, that's my only
Bunch of
gear is
naked
suit and
guys.
tie.
I had a
What did you get,
gear.
Pratt, for rolling a 1d6?
I rolled a 3.
3. So you are going to be getting a hatchet donated by the wonderful Zia Abraham.
That should have been mine.
Nice, nicely done.
But this is a beautiful hatchet. This is no ordinary hatchet. You
right
pick it
from
up,
that
and
novel.
you were on a farm. You know hatchets, and it's perfectly weighted. The blade is perfectly sharp. It sings through the
Why
air.
do
There's
you
a bit
know
of a
hatchets?
Because he works on a farm.
I could cut bone with this.
Do you know what a hatchet is?
So that's going to cut through.
just had
That's
to
going to
get
give you a
Okay.
+3 to your positive dice.
I thought you
Now,
told me.
Cool.
Leslie pressed the button as well. Leslie, you have 2 points. You can go for 2 health potions to reduce stress by 2, or you can get yourself a item.
I want an item. For
Roll a
real.
1d6, please.
All right, here we go. That's a 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are going to get. Well, this is crazy. You find this sort of metallic exosuit that
Yeah.
whoa,
Give me that.
You got a fucking hatchet. She gets an
there's
exo.
there's
You're gonna
like
have to get to become Iron Man.
6 arms.
Bum,
There's
looking at a
Wait,
hatchet
let him continue explaining my cool exosuit.
1 second. I just need to look
Did
up
you
an
say it
image
has
here.
six
You
arms
want to
on it?
trade? You want
It
to
has
trade
4
these
arms
with
on it.
hatchet?
4 arms,
Four
and in
arms.
each of the arms, each of the arms is a strange sort of cylindrical sort of device. It looks
they
almost like a
dildos?
pommel of a sword. They're not dildos. Are you going to try this thing on?
Yeah, I put it on.
Okay.
Could hurt
This is, as you put it on, you hear a bzzz, and those strange metallic dildos emit this light out of it that as you do it, it actually cuts into the wall and just immediately pierces right through it. You've got General Grievous's lightsaber wielding robo arms.
What
Fuck!
the hell is even
Thank
And
you
that's gonna
to
give you-
Alexi and
How did
Jessica
that
who
even get
believed
that?
in me.
Or everyone
I
said-
say.
That's from Katie Orrit.
All right, guys. I say we follow him.
I got this.
So
Yeah.
but that's going to give you a +2 to your positive.
Well, because I don't know how to fucking
hatchet
use
over
it.
there, but you.
I'm not a Jedi.
Because you don't know how to
Looking
use
at
it.
the suit going like,
Bro,
"Ah,
this
sucker, you
hatchet."
got that thing."
I like how his
All right.
is level 3 and this is a nice hatchet.
Who else presses the button?
I guess I'll press my button.
Charlie, roll a 1d6.
Happily, my friend. I love you. This is great. Good game. We got a
and happy
2.
kickoff to Invictus 2021.
Hey, happy
Yeah.
kickoff to Invictus 2021,
Invictus
everyone.
Con.
Hey!
I mean,
All right.
To all of you.
So Charlie, you open your device. Now, are you going to do a weapon or are you going to do a healing?
I'll take a healing. I'm a doctor.
Okay,
Damn it.
perfect. So you get a healing potion that you can use at any time. It doesn't
Oh.
even have to be your turn.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to heal you by 1 stress. So
Cool.
it could be good if you're getting close to the end of a track.
And Charlie picks up the healing potion and looks towards Leslie's exo suit, and he's like, "I think I made the bad choice." And you're like, "This is great."
Who else presses the button?
Angelino.
I will press my button.
Okay.
Yeah.
James and then Alex. So James, go ahead. Would you like the item or the healing potions? And you have 3 points.
I would like an item.
You would like an item. Okay, please roll
Yes.
a 1d6 for me, please. Please.
Pretty please. Please and sorry in Canada.
I think I rolled a 1.
A 1. Okay. So you
A used
open it. It's this
napkin.
backpack. It is a backpack
Okay.
that is filled with, and there's this big like canister on the back that has a liquid inside. And as you open the top to see what kind of liquid it is, you see that it's kind of like this syrupy kind of goopy
It's a fart. You get a
consistency.
canister of fart.
It's a vat full of rock candy liquid that
all the
hasn't
best things
yet
come in
set
vats.
or cooled. And this is going to give you a +3 to your positive dice. So it is a lot more useful than it may appear. It's up to you to decide how. There's a little hose on the side. I'll give you that. as well.
Cool.
Yes. Next, Angelino, you press your button.
Yeah, just a question. Is this one button on the wall that we're all pressing, or there's like 6
They're
buttons?
different
5
buttons.
buttons.
Yeah.
What happens if we
You've got
press
your
someone
own
else's button?
yellow
So
button.
yeah, so Angelino quickly presses his. He pressed his
Okay.
like before anybody else did, but
All
nobody
right. Do
saw
you
it.
want a weapon, or do you want an item, or do you want a health potion?
An item.
An item. Okay, go ahead and roll a 1d6.
Okay, that is a 2, I think. Actually, the fake light is
2,
shining. on it.
1, 2. Okay, so you your drawer pulls out and you see 2 pistols inside, but on the side of these pistols you see that there's like a green liquid inside of each
Pistols?
like a canister. It's a
Wow.
green liquid.
Like a shrimp.
And there is the caustic symbol on the side of it. So these pistols shoot acid. But it's a weak acid because it only gives you a +1 to your positive dice. But hey,
Weak.
It's like
it-
vinegar.
It's a weak ass.
You can make ceviche.
Oh, I got acid guns.
you're gonna clean. You're gonna clean them.
I can't
very-
even aim with my
very well.
hands. It's all my feet I aim with.
You can use your feet.
Lexi?
And last but not least, we have Russ. Russ, you look at your button. You have a picture of you.
So we're all gonna get these things and work together, right? And he's sort of casting his eyes around to General Grievous and
Leslie's
Charlie
just doing
and
like whoop-de
and
woos
that-
with the fucking
somebody pulling guns out the wall. All right, everybody. I guess I'll press
got
my
a
button
healing
too.
potion.
All right. So, Russ, when you press your button, do you want to get? So you can get any combination of items or health potions. You have because you have more than 3 points. Now, would
Okay.
you could go for an item of 3 and then 1 health potion, or you could go for an item of 2 and 2 health potions.
Let's do the
etc.
item of 3 and a health potion.
All right, go ahead and roll a 1d6, please.
I got a 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You open your
Okay.
drawer and you find a classic chainsaw. A very, 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 very nice
kiss.
chainsaw that
Yep.
you don't even have to pull the
It's got an
the
electric
choke?
starter.
It's a
is
push
that
to
it?
start.
What is it? It's a push to
The
start.
ripcord?
It's just like
ripcord?
but you can pull it. It's there if you want to.
It's
But there is
just-
also
it's-
just a button for your convenience.
It's ornamental.
just wanna do the
ornamental
motion.
ripcord.
I mean, there are some things that are just there for tradition. I know this well. As being in construction, sometimes it's just about what you want to do. So exactly, he's got the chainsaw. All right, everybody. Okay. And he's going to start the chainsaw. We got to find our way out of this room.
Well, hold on. Why are
and
you
to
starting
somewhere...
the chainsaw? There's 6 of us here. Let's all just take a second. Look, we all got our shit. And I gestured to Leslie. This one's got an exosuit, and that's great. Now, sir, and I turned to Angelino, D'Angelino.
Did you Angelino D'Angeloni?
And I
Okay,
say-
get it straight. I'm a soccer player. You should know
And I
this.
say,
about
my
me."
friend, I'm a doctor. Nice to meet you. Are you good with
Yeah.
a gun, perchance?
Pardon me?
Are you skilled with a weapon? Because I noticed you got some acid pistols.
No, I'm not very. But I'm keeping these. They're mine.
Well, you have 2 of them, and I am
No,
a crack shot.
I need
don't
them
know.
both, though.
Okay, relax. I don't need it. Fair enough. But I just want you guys to know. I don't know if you noticed in the coffee shop back there, but I threw both of those portafilters at the guy. I'm a pretty good shot, which means that with a weapon that's ranged, I would be
Well,
Well,
listen,
I'm
Angelino,
only giving it
would
up-
you like a chainsaw?
Yeah, I'm only giving these up if I get that. And I like kind of force them into Charlie's chest, and I grab the chainsaw from Russ's arms. Yeah, it's got an electric start and everything. I like this. This is good.
Wait, so
I'm
now
glad- look,
Charlie
I'm
has
glad
the
you're
guns,
happy.
Angelino has the chainsaw, Russ has nothing
well,
now?
I'll give
Just
one.
the health
Right.
potion?
I'll give a gun to Charlie.
I don't need a gun. It's fine. I'm not. I
I
don't.
don't
I
need
don't
both
like guns.
either. And I looked at Russ being the only other sane person here, and I'm like, look, you and I might listen. You and I might need to pull. And I say it quietly. I say, you and I might need to pull this group together, and I can't do it alone. Here, and I hand him one of the guns.
Excuse
If
me,
we're gonna
doctor.
pull this group
And you look
together,
over at Pratt. Look over at Pratt, and he's
I'm
holding
not
his
saying
hand.
by
and his blood
gun
dripping.
point. I'm saying if you don't have a weapon, you might not live.
Excuse me, doctor.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes.
hey buddy, what's up?
And he's just
Pratt,
dripping blood.
you
from his
okay?
hand.
Everything good?
Blood dripping.
I'm
from
okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Are you sure? All right,
Yeah,
Pratt.
I'm
Let's.
okay. Dripping,
Good,
just
yeah,
dripping
yeah,
Blood
let's-
from...
Did you hurt yourself on your hatchet?
Oh no! Don't no.
Did you?
Do you need one of these potions, buddy? Are you okay?
Brett, I'm fine. I'm fine. This is nothing. No. Yeah, I
Brett.
hurt myself pretty bad. Pretty bad.
And
It's
I
really
look
Give
at him and
yourself
I'm
Maybe,
a
like,
like,
stress.
doing, like, you can definitely see the bone.
and I'm like,
All right.
and
Less stress.
echoing-
How much stress is Pratt at?
Yeah.
Too
I'm
many.
gonna take another
is the
point. I had
answer.
one. Yeah. Now I'm down another one.
No, Pat, you better take one of these potions. You're pretty big and strong, and you're going to need to keep all that strength to get us all out of here safely. Okay, buddy? We're all in this together, and you're going to need one of this potion here I got. You better take it. You better heal yourself up. I'm just going to limp along with this leg I got all wrapped up because Charlie's got me.
I've wrapped it, and I'll help.
Charlie's
you
got me. No, we're going to be okay. We're going to all get out of this, Pratt.
I'm just confused, and I echo the sentiments that I first said to this character, and I say, why didn't you pick a potion if you were hurt? Why did you grab hatchet? Like, why did you come up with a coffee shot if you didn't need coffee? And why didn't you get a healing potion if you're hurt? I don't understand your actions.
Beep. Beep.
Wasn't that beeping?
The beeping continues until there is a high-pitched ding, and everything goes black. Now, I will say that, Charlie, you try to give one of the pistols to Russ, and for some reason, as soon as you give it away, you can just sense there's a light on the guns that they power down as soon as they are separated. You can't actually give one away.
Yeah, I don't think I took it
No
either.
one's
I think
stealing
I'm
my
pretty
seat.
sure I did my best to give it back.
They have to be
Charlie.
together.
Russ is too puritanical. He wouldn't take it.
So, everything is black. You guys are just streams of consciousness in a floating void. But then
Esoteric here.
you hear
Thaddeus is like, yeah, this is about right.
another voice in the darkness.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got a fantastic game for you. It's time for some Ice Bandits.
And there's more cheering and shouting as stadium lights light up a hockey arena.
Oh, fuck.
There is a net behind you that is empty. The five of you stand in a spotlight looking out here, and you're surrounded. And why don't we bring out the bandits? Heavy metal music plays as you hear some aggressive skating happening. And you're all in skates all of a sudden. From the opposite side, you see 4 beefy, like, sagging zombie men on skates as they aggressively skate out into center ice, and they stop and shards of ice go flying in the air and they snarl at you. Their eyes are glowing red. And of course, the behemoth and a big zombie with skates the size of your torso lumbers out. And it's wearing a giant goalie mask, and it makes its way in front of the net, just dwarfing it. You can barely see the net behind it. Your team must score 3 points, and if the other team wins, if the other team scores 3 points first, then bad things are gonna happen. Let the games begin. Beep, beep, beep.
And this is when you see Angelino D'Angeloni.
You don't even know your fucking name.
What? New player.
And like it clicks like a freaking magnet.
He loves team sports.
This is how we're gonna do this. And you see his like total attitude change. He's like, this is how we're
Charlie
gonna do
is watching. He's like, okay, tell us, because he doesn't know hockey.
Get me the puck. Wherever you are, get me the puck. And then Charlie, you are gonna go up front with me and you're gonna distract. And Pratt, get in the goalie net. And Russ, you're going to go to the right and behind me. And Thaddeus, you're going to go right in front of the goalie net. And Leslie, you're going to be in the left behind me. So just come on, we'll do this. And
so who's in the goalie net?
Let's back him up.
Yeah, who did you? Where's Charlie?
I said Pratt in the goalie.
Yeah, but where's Charlie?
Pratt is in the goalie net. Okay.
Charlie is up beside me. You and I are forwards.
Left wing. Right wing.
Charlie and Angelino are forwards.
Okay.
Then Thaddeus
Not
and
very
Russ are
strong.
midfield. And then,
All right.
Sorry. No, Thaddeus is defense, and Leslie and Russ are midfield.
What do we do if we don't know what you're talking about?
Yes.
I mean,
hockey.
I'm a soccer player, though.
Guys, I mean, that's fair, but we're Canadian. We should.
So I stand in the middle of
Everyone but James has an
know what I mean.
advantage.
the middle of the back half
That's
of
right.
the ice. Is that right?
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Oh.
here's how we're going to do this. We're going to do this a little differently than last time. You guys are going to have a chance to come up with a play, and determining of your teamwork. So we've got Angelino D'Angeloni doing a logic roll to assign everybody their roles.
Okay.
We've got Pratt, who is going to be doing a defense roll for the net. We've got Leslie and Thaddeus, who are going to be helping Pratt with their roles.
I would love to just, if any of their team comes into our zone, to just murder them with my lightsabers. Can I do that?
Is that
You
a
can
classic
definitely do
hockey
that.
move?
Yeah.
Yes.
You can
That's-
definitely do that.
So I guess that's defense, but it's also offense.
That's definitely offense. You'd be able to use that.
Which is
So,
the strongest defense.
That's right.
so
I've heard that.
The lights, a horn blares, and a puck, just a simple black puck, drops in the center, and the other team breaks into action. Now, everybody just quickly describe what you intend to do, and it's going to, we're going to, you know what? Yeah. Everybody describe what you're going to do, and we're going to start with Russ. How are you going to take a hockey stick and work with the team going forward, or are you going to take your weapon and
Rob
use
has
that
the
in
most
some way?
hockey knowledge. This isn't fair.
Do I though? I'm not sure that's true. But Russ gave away all his weapons. He's got, I think, a healing potion. And so he's backing Angelino's play. Angelino knows sports. He knows sports strategy. And so he's right behind Angelino. He's got the healing potion in hand, ready to deliver it as possible, and just trying to do his best to, flying V it, because he's seen Mighty Ducks, and that's what he's going on. Like, his kids love that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Quack.
No. This is perfect. This is perfect.
Quack.
I just had an idea. So this is we're splitting it up into offense and defense.
Classic
okay.
GM.
So
I just
Russ,
had an idea. We're gonna do
Angelino,
that now.
Russ, Angelino, and Charlie, you guys are on offense. So this is the offense round. What do you guys do? What is your play against these five? Who is going for the puck first?
Oh,
First of all.
Angelino is.
Quack.
Angelino,
Quack.
go ahead and do a dexterity roll, and let's see if you get the puck, if you guys are on offense first or if you're on defense first.
You got this.
I don't know why INVICTUS is no.
And you're going to be rolling one negative die because you're going against this enemy zombie.
So one
And-
negative die and one positive die.
Yep, but then you've got your positive die, and if you have any skill that will help with this.
You can do it, D'Angelino, Jangelino.
So what was the chainsaw? What was that worth?
So you're just going to attack the guy straight out?
Well, okay, no,
That's
I
worth 3.
might not attack it. I was thinking maybe use it on
The hockey forward with the chainsaw is a whole
Okay, no,
look.
I won't- I
Holy
won't
shit.
You can use your weapon or you can use a hockey stick.
Okay, I'll use
I
a hockey
mean,
stick.
Our
Throw your options.
offensive team should
I'll
be trying to
apply-
score the goal, right, in the game of
I'd like
hockey.
to
The
apply...
object of the game
yeah,
is to
you
score.
guys. Why
Yes,
don't you
correct.
guys worry about scoring? We'll worry about the people who are coming at us.
But aren't
I
you part of the
I'm
offensive
going
team,
for
Harlan?
dexterity
That's what I
and
thought.
logic.
I'm part of the
or is it
offense?
Just
I
one.
thought it was
You're
Jared.
right, right?
I'm a scrawny doctor. Who picked me for offense?
I picked you.
Listen,
for
nobody's
offense,
getting the role they
and I
want to
said
be in,
you're-
Charlie. We just got to make the best out of what we
Okay.
got.
I'm
Angelino
Okay, so
Angelino
then-
went
one
he
positive, one
assigned
negative.
everything.
Okay, I'm
Um,
gonna.
I
Then,
rolled a 2 positive and a 5 negative.
What have we?
And a
That's bad.
5 negative. Okay, so you are going to succeed. I believe your dexterity is higher than a 2.
4.
Yeah,
That's a-
okay. So you succeed. You manage to get the puck, but you do take a strain.
Okay, so Angelino actually he races up and he's wearing his cleats with like blades on them now,
Bladed
and he like
cleats.
runs on the ice.
Bladed
But he still
cleats.
manages to make it there because he's that athletic. In fact, I have that is one of my things. He's
that
what I write
athletic.
right here? Fitness. Anyway, so he
Fitness.
runs up and he uses his feet to kick the. So I'm not even using my stick. It's just more for balance. I use my feet to kick the puck, and I kind of get it around the first guy.
All right, but you do take a strain at the same
Right.
time. As you get
Yeah.
close, you see this
My ankle.
zombie try for the puck, and he smashes your leg with his hockey stick, and you are going to take 1 stress. What is your stress count right now?
0.
0. Okay, so you're going to take 1 point of stress on the physical track. But that is the offense. So offense, you guys have the puck.
Okay.
What is your play?
Charlie moves up and takes the puck from where it was last shot, scoops it up with his stick, and just fires it at the net. He's a crack shot. He has high dexterity. I feel like he also, I mean, I'm not going to factor it into the role, but in his mental, he has expert planner. I feel like he could absolutely see Angela Plaflino, see it firing that way, and him scooting right up and taking it to the net.
You're Dr. Hockey.
I think he's going to go for
Perfect.
the,
all right. So you're taking a shot against the net, which with the behemoth in front of the net is really hard. And you've also got the defensive players. It's going to be a difficulty of two negative die.
Okay.
But
I got crack shot. I got doing the action, and
I take that back. It's going to be 3 die because there's 2 defensemen. There's 2 defensemen and there's the goalie. So 3 negative die.
What's the other play at this, though?
You could still get it in.
But I would take possible 3 damage. Okay. Instead, I'll grab the puck and bring it back.
Okay.
Because if I'm potentially going to get killed in 1 shot, I don't think I'll do that.
You take the puck and you see these zombies converge on you. They're swarming the other end. It's not going to be easy to get in there.
Yeah, well, what I want to do is I want to grab the puck and I want to wait until the offense comes to our side because it doesn't make sense. So can I like what's the fucking word where you, in your action in D&D where you
delay?
No, sorry. You wanted a D&D action. I only thought of a hockey action.
What's it called?
Delay?
All right.
No, but there's another word where you drop below an initiative word.
Delay?
Yeah, you delay.
Defer your action.
Defer. Thank you.
No, it's
okay, you're going to defer until Russ does something. You're going to wait for Russ.
No, I want to not delay.
Yeah, we hear
I want to
you.
defer until.
I hear you, Russ. I hear you, Angelino.
Yeah, the enemy team finishes their action by coming over here, but I want to hog the puck. So I don't want to attack because I'm going to die. So what I'll do is I'll skate up, I'll take the puck, and I'll just come back. I think.
Okay, Russ, you are also on offense. What are you going to try to do? You see Charlie take the puck.
Yeah, I'm on offense, but I'm definitely still like backing up that offense. So if Charlie's got the puck, I'm right behind him. I'm trying to just make sure nobody else gets close. I'm trying to skate in between him and anybody else who's going to try and get in his way. I got potion in hand, ready to like scoot it towards anyone who needs it. But I'm mostly just trying to block anybody getting in Charlie's way.
Okay, all right. So you're going to kind of take on a defensive role for the next round. So we are moving into defense.
Russ.
The other team begins to charge towards you on their skates, and 3 of them are moving towards. Oh wait, how many hockey players? There's 5 plus the goalie. Is that right, Chris?
6 now.
Yeah. So 3 of them charge towards Charlie. Now we have 3 defensemen right now, and Charlie's holding the puck. Thaddeus, or why don't we resolve Russ? Russ, what do you do as these zombies are coming in?
I mean, I'm just gonna check them. I'm a construction worker. I'm surprisingly strong. I'm just gonna put my shoulder into it, skate right towards him, and just kind of push him right out of the way. We're not getting in Charlie's way. That's just not how we do it around here.
All right, let's see if you can subdue him.
Beautiful.
It's going to be a 1 to the difficulty, and you've got your positive die.
Yeah.
And
I'm surprisingly strong. Does that give me an extra die
that's
there?
Good. You got an extra die for that.
He doesn't even need those shoulder pads.
This program didn't work, so I'm going to refresh the page.
Yeah.
This is going to be really good TV.
It's great. We love seeing pages.
We're not on TV.
All right, there we go. I threw a 4 and a 1 on the good dice and a 5 on the bad dice, and my stat was 4. So I'm gonna need your help telling me what's happening.
Okay. 4 and a 1 on the good dice and a 1.
So success is underneath your meeting your score or underneath it, right?
You got
so
a
2
success.
successes and a 5 on the negative die, but I don't remember what I'm trying
So
to
that
beat.
means you are going to take another strain. So you
Sure.
do manage to distract one of the hockey zombies, but you are going to take a stress in the process. What is your physical stress at right now?
So now I'm up to 3 physical stress, which is not a good look for Russ, who's got a bad ankle already.
You can use a health potion.
I think I probably do a slam that health potion before I see this guy.
Slam
He's
it.
coming
Yeah,
for
chug
Charlie.
it.
I'm gonna get in between. I slam the health potion and then just like skate right towards him, going to body check him. So I'm trying to balance that all out.
That's working.
You see 2 more. This one hockey zombie is out of the way, but 2 more are rushing the puck.
It gives a whole new meaning to goon. You're like,
Charlie, I got him. I got him, Charlie. You got your breakaway. You take it. You take
right,
your shot.
Thaddeus.
All right.
Thaddeus, you see this. These 2 zombies going. What are you going to do to defend the puck?
I would like to try and use my wonderful liquid rock candy launcher to rock candy the 2 zombies together.
Yes, girl.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and use that weapon. That's going to be 1 plus 3. So that's going to be 4 positive die.
Okay.
And you're going against 2 zombies, so it's going to be 2 negative die.
Okay, perfect. This is reaching a little bit, but do I get another positive die because of my nimble fingers feature trait?
Let's do
I'm
it.
real good at
Yeah,
pushing
yeah,
them
yeah.
buttons.
You're
Yeah.
good at getting the buttons.
Reaching.
I love how Justin is a very flexible GM. We have very flexible
has to
GMs.
be.
I shouldn't say otherwise. All of our GMs are always
Everybody's-
flexible.
There's no way to
Okay.
survive without being
Okay.
flexible.
There's a lot happening here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I have
7
a
die.
6, a 4, a 2, a 2, and a 4 on the positive, and a 1 and a 5 on the negative.
Oh, so none of them cancel out?
I don't know how this system works.
So
So-
essentially,
Relatable,
your
my
positive
friend.
die have an opportunity to cancel out negative die. Any positive
Okay.
die that match a negative die, they
Okay.
will cancel out. So
So
then
nothing
you have-
cancels out. No, nothing
cancels out. So
No.
you succeed. You do manage to get those zombies stuck together, but
Hell yeah.
you're going to take 2 strain in the process.
Fuck.
As you do shoot these zombies with the rock candy that hardens as they get all goopy and stuck together.
Okay.
But you feel the weapon heat up. It's overheating, and you can feel your
Yeah.
hands sticking to the
Oh.
metal surface of it and begin to burn and meld with the metal of the gun. So 2 stress. What is your stress at right now?
So between this and then the incident in the coffee shop, I believe I am at 3, which is a full bar.
That is a full bar, which means Thaddeus takes a trauma. He's going to add another negative die to your rolls.
Oh shit.
Oh, I thought you were going.
You said
So-
1 negative die to all rolls?
1 negative die to all physical rolls.
All physical rolls. Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you do it online, it's a digital roll.
You take stress in different categories, right? So it's physical
Correct.
stress,
Correct. Yeah.
logic stress, mental stress, whatever.
Yeah, for the most
Gotcha.
part, like anything that's like if a zombie's doing damage to you, you're going to be taking physical stress, obviously. Alex, do you had a question?
No, sorry.
It was a high
There was a
five
hand in
more
the
than a
back.
question.
What, did you have a question?
High five.
Okay, so the defense, Pratt, you are standing in the goalie's net. The puck is close by. Things are pretty
How did I
intense
lose
in
the
your
puck?
end.
I had the puck.
I know you have the puck. You have the puck. But I'm
Oh.
just going to see what Pratt Bartlett does first before you go on your breakaway. Pratt, what is your stance in the net?
We
Pratt
can't hear you,
takes
Chris.
his skates
sorry.
off and ties the laces together. Oh, you can't hear me? Or you can now?
No, we're
You're
good now.
good.
Can you hear me?
We hear you.
You can hear me. Okay. So Pratt takes his skates off and he ties the laces together and he starts swinging them around and he just launches his skates to the other end because I'm not going to skate much. I'm a goalie. I don't need to move. I don't really know how to
That's
play.
awesome.
That's, they do. And so I just tie them together and whip them around and just huck them as hard as I can and try to cut someone's head off with my hockey skates.
All right, which one are you aiming at? There's the two stuck together by rock candy, and then there's the one that's being checked by Russ.
The one that's being checked by... No, none of those. Can I just hit some other one?
Yeah, in the back, the defense is also.
Get the goalie. Get the fucking goalie. Get
he's
him
the big,
right in
big
the
I'm gonna
noggin.
throw the goalie. I'm
He's
gonna
a big
throw
target.
it from one goal to the other goal. No problem, because I'm Pratt Bartlett.
Okay. You
Right
go for
across
the
the
goalie.
ice.
I drink milk and honey.
There's gonna be a spin-off episode of this.
I
Go
drank
ahead.
my milk and honey.
Billy
today.
invents
Two.
drifting and Pratt
A little
Bartlett.
fiery. Man.
I like it. I'm gonna give you 2 negative
Pepper.
die, and go ahead and
I like it.
do your
I'm
positive die.
using.
Around.
I'm a strong boy. That's one of my character traits. Okay, strong boy. So
Okay,
I'm gonna give
yep.
myself an extra die. Don't you think? I'm using my
Yep.
skates as
Yeah,
a
yeah.
weapon.
You're good. 2 and 2. Launch
2
them.
and 2. So we got a positive and negative that are the same that cancel out. I have a negative
Yes.
that's 4, and I have a positive that's 6.
Oh, so
Strong
your
boy!
skates, your skates fly across the arena and smack the guard wall at the other end and completely miss the zombies. And you pull your shoulder a little bit in the process. You're gonna take 1 stress.
You're using too much strength.
Worth it. Now I'm in
What-
like bare feet on the ice. My feet are cold.
Good.
Maybe that's your stress. What's your stress count at?
How much was that potion I took for?
That's for 1.
I'm at 2.
You're
For
at 2.
1?
Okay.
Ripped off.
All right.
What's that?
Now,
Is it my turn yet?
yes, Leslie, it is your turn.
I've been waiting this whole time because I knew that I was going to get set up so perfectly by Thaddeus, my man, who's standing right beside me in the defensive zone of the ice rink. And I see him fucking throw all this candy sugar, liquid candy at these 2 hockey players and glue them together, effectively turning them into a single target for me.
I like
And
it. Okay, I like the way you
I
think.
skate over. My General Grievous mech exosuit has little skates on the bottom. So I skate over and I attack them with my 4 lightsabers.
Okay, go for it. You're gonna get a
awesome.
+2
The whole
to your
thing.
attack. It looks badass.
Yeah.
And they said hockey is violent.
Hockey's very mild compared to
How many
this.
negatives do I have? They're stuck together, so I don't know.
So it's going to be 1 negative because I like the way you think about them being stuck
Thank you.
together,
Thank you.
and then it's going to be
3 positives. you
3
said?
positives. Yeah, unless you've got something else to help you with your general grievance.
Not really. I'm a jogger.
rig.
Not very much
All
of
right.
a lightsaber aficionado at this point.
There you
but
go.
ask me again in a couple years, and I will tell you different. I'm sure.
3
Here we
and
go.
1. Go ahead.
Oof. I mean, I fail badly,
Oof.
No.
Okay.
and I
all
take
right. So
a wound.
oh
Leslie
no!
Muntz, what's happening here?
Oh my God!
I've never used this suit before. I cut off one of my arms.
Oh.
No, maybe not that. Wait, are you? Do you got a trauma?
Steam and shit.
Yeah,
coming
I
off
take
the
a trauma.
Okay, I'm gonna say that your lightsabers actually backfire against you, and you do cut off one of your arms.
I needed that arm.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Gross.
Yeah.
But
You
I've got these
complete-
4 lightsaber arms.
You-
On
you
the
got
bright
those
side,
still.
it cauterizes the wound. 'cause
Yes.
it's a
It
lightsaber.
does.
So I've got
So it's not
the
bleeding.
1 good arm, and I've got the 4 lightsaber arms. I mean, I fall to my knees on the ice, and I raise my stump in the air, crying, "No!"
Perfect.
Excellent. Okay, and
I'm
that's
so
your
glad.
trauma. So you're at 3. You're down the first trauma track.
I am.
Charlie, the offensive linemen are stuck in this end, but you've still got the defensive line people in the back with the goalie.
This
It's
is the
still
best game
going
of
to
hockey.
be a 3 to your
I
negative
don't
die to try and
understand
get the
why
puck in.
none of them moved, but I'm gonna take.
Because
my
they're
shot.
playing defense. That's what they do.
But I thought they're the offense.
No. The
You are.
offense is stuck together
Listen,
here.
I don't understand hockey, and that's your fault for some reason. All right, let me do this. Okay, well, I can't lump in other things, can I? Because let me put it this way. I waited a whole turn before acting. I feel like I can lump in my mental expert planning bonus to this physical challenge. Because if I take my crack shot, the skill of doing it, plus the expert planning bonus, at the very least I have a shot at breaking even. What do you say, Jay?
Yes.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Three for three?
Let's do it. 3 and 3. Go for it.
Wow. 116, 334. So I take 3 negatives, which I knew, but 2 successes, which I think might be a goal. Just
That
saying.
is definitely a goal. Your crack shot just slices that puck through the air, and it narrowly passes under the goalie's right glove, and he grunts and yells. But
I pull my hammy.
And he grabs some skates that are lying on the ground and he chucks them at you. And
I'm like,
they,
whoa,
they connect
it's a
with
game.
you.
Relax.
You're going to take 3 stress, though. That's a lot of stress.
I mean, he probably get body checked by one of the defensemen while you're taking your shot, right?
So I built up a resistance, which is nice, but yeah, I now have one entire. I did this for all of you. I point to the other members of my team.
Can you tell us about resistance, Harlan?
Yes. So once you take 3 stress, you've built up a resistance, which means going forward, you can eliminate 1 penalty die from your roll.
But you also have to roll 1 penalty die with every roll.
What's
right?
that?
You add
Yeah, you had
one
to add
negative die to every roll, but
no,
you can.
only get to remove 1. So as the game gets more difficult, you can remove 1 of the penalty die.
Oh, so then Thaddeus doesn't need to. Everybody who has 1 trauma doesn't need to.
So the way, I mean, I could be wrong, but the way I remember it is when you have 1 resistance, you can remove 1 die roll from your dice pool. Meaning next time you say roll 3 positive and 3 negative, I can take 1 out. That was my remembrance.
Because
So
we've
it
suffered
kind
a
of-
trauma.
Because you've
like
suffered
having
a trauma.
one arm.
And the
now.
justification in the meta of the game is you've encountered so many horrors or you've hurt yourself so that you no longer feel that reflective nature when you see a dead body. You don't have to. You built up. That's why they're called resistances. So you've built up a resistance to that difficulty.
I see. We aren't going to do that. This is the running dead.
Yeah,
this is my world,
fuck that.
baby.
Yeah.
We are going to do the
Fuck it.
opposite. You are rolling an extra negative die for every
that's
trauma
totally
you
not
get.
what I wanted.
Just like we
Because
deserve.
it's brutal, and I want you to die. All right, so that is the offense and the defense have moved. It is back to the offense. Angelo D'Angeloni,
Wait, we just got a point. It's still going?
you just got a point. You got to get 3
We need
points.
3
How many?
points.
Are you serious? This game's going to go to like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
You got to get 3 points. So
Angelo,
we
we need
the
you.
the puck falls again in the middle. There's 2 zombies still stuck together. They are close to dying. Probably they look like they're struggling
I'll
to
get 'em
get
this
apart.
time. I'll
I'm
get 'em.
doing this.
The other zombie next to Russ is still grappling with him, and then there's the 3 zombies down at the other end. Let's go back to the offense. Offense, what is your plan? How are you going to make this happen?
We got to score another goal. I yell to Charlie and Russ and sort of Leslie too, because he's also playing. And I say, I look over and I see the zombie sort of like harassing, I think it was harassing Russ or Thaddeus.
Russ,
maybe.
yes.
And I say, even I know that's a red card right there. That's not hockey. Even in hockey, that's
There's
not
no red
allowed.
cards in hockey, Angelino. Just get that puck in the goal. I got this one. I'm going to push him down for
so
you. If I
embarrassed
got to
for
throw
all
my
of us.
gloves off and throw down, I'm here for it.
Chris,
But
get
just
in
get that
with
puck
it.
in the goal.
So that's what Angelino does is he listens to Russ and he kicks that puck right out in front of this, again, using his skate.
Classic
as a-
hockey
as a
move.
skate.
Kick the puck.
He kicks the puck out and he shoots it right from there. And man, has this guy got a wind-up kick. Let me tell you,
See
his
the legs on him.
his fitness is his feature. That's not what I meant to write there because I actually wrote in the email to you guys that he has
Fitness
a fierce
is a
kick.
feature.
Fitness.
Anyway.
All right, so you're going to get a +2 to this. So you're going to get 2 positive die.
Yep.
But then you've got the 2 defensemen that are still standing, and of course the behemoth. So You are gonna 2 versus 3.
I'm going 2 versus 3.
Yeah, you're trying to get it in the net, right?
So 2 positive die, 3 negative die.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, this is what they call a crack shot. A 5. So 5s.
Just making up terms.
Mm-hmm.
5s delete themselves. So I rolled 2 positive, negative 5. Then I've got a 6 and a 4 on the negative, and a 1 on the positive.
Hey, okay, so the puck manages to slip right through the behemoth's defenses, but at the same time, the 2 defensemen are on you, and they just
me,
sandwich you. They squash you, and you're gonna take 2 stress.
Oh man. Okay, I'm at a full bar.
You're at a full bar. Okay, so you are going to take a trauma. What happens to you that knocks you out?
Well, I guess Angelino kind of crumples and he falls onto the ground. He's squashed. He's like this little Italian American kid. He's like 45-year-old kid, and he's squished and he just flops onto the ground, sort of like exhausted.
I don't understand where the connection between a 45-year-old Italian and a kid.
45-year-old person
to be, but
acts like a kid because he's just so insecure about everything.
All right.
He falls to the ground, and what sort of damage is he? Just damaged mentally? No, he's damaged like physically for sure.
His collar, everything's squished in. Maybe he broke a collarbone and a rib.
All right. So now, from now on, all physical attacks that you do are going to give you an extra negative die.
No.
Uh-oh.
Russ, you are on offense as well. Now, this is going to reset because we got another goal. It's going to reset. The other team is going to have an opportunity to go for the puck and try to score as well. The one that was in front of you breaks away, goes for the puck, and is going to shoot it at the net as well. But we have our 2 defensemen. Actually, I guess we have 3 defensemen right now, plus Pratt. But let's give it to
Pratt.
Leslie.
Counts. Don't take that away from Pratt. Come on now.
Pratt's there.
The most important defenseman
I would love to
is
go
the person
next.
in the net.
Leslie, please go ahead and roll. How are you going to defend against this guy that is now about to shoot?
Emotionally.
He's gonna shoot?
He's going to shoot.
Oh,
Shoot.
I'm gonna hold him gently in my lightsaber arms,
Fuck
thereby
yeah.
Okay.
murdering him.
Cut his head off.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All right.
whirl my 4 good robot arms around, and as I do
Gently.
so, I'm gonna punch him in the face with my 1 good human arm, and then I'm gonna chop him into little pieces.
Punch him in the boob.
3 positive die, 1 negative die.
And 1 extra negative die, because I only have 1 arm now.
And 1 negative die as well. Yes.
Oh, okay, here's what's up. I succeed to chop him into pieces, but I do take 1 extra wound.
All right. You're going to take stress.
You're
but
already down.
your lightsabers cut through him, and he's standing on his skates, wobbling. He's not going to be able to shoot the puck because with your 1 good arm, you managed to clock him right in the kiss.
Blood all over the ice. No
He
bleed.
collapses.
It freezes
to the ground.
moments after splashing across the ice. It's just hard.
Thaddeus, the other 2 zombies pull themselves apart, and they are going for Pratt. What do you do to stop them
I
from
am
attacking
going
you?
to speed over and try and body check one into the other.
All right. Go ahead and do versus 2 negative, and then you've got an extra negative, so that's going to be 3 negative rolls.
Hell yeah, it is.
And how many positives?
I think it might just be the one.
The 1 positive.
I mean, like, he's not good at this.
Can I aid?
He's not good at this at all.
Can I
you
yell?
can choose to go against just one of the guys. You're going against 2 of them. That's why you've got
All right.
3.
I'll do just against one of them, and then just a standard physical check.
Okay.
And then is it an extra negative die because of my physical stress?
Yeah, so it's just
Trauma?
going to be yep, the 2 negative, and then the 1 positive unless you've got a trait that will help you.
I don't know if I do. Okay. This is going to be ugly. This is going to be real bad. I love it. I'm so excited.
I love
Okay.
it. I'm just happy to hear you speak. Quiet over there.
Yeah, a little bit. So it's going to be. So I have to roll under, or is it the number and under?
Number and under.
Number and under. So I make it.
Oh yeah.
I make it, but there's going to be 3 harm. So that's great.
Oh, 3 harm. I thought it was just 2.
Is it? Well, is
Did
it?
you roll?
Well, yeah. What'd you roll?
I
'Cause
roll.
You're going against one of the zombies, and then you've
Right.
got your negative trauma.
So it is only 2.
It's only
So then
2.
I take 2 harm.
You take 2 points of harm as you smash into this guy, successfully taking him out of Pratt's line. And you do actually manage to kill him, but not before he gets a swipe on you. And his teeth sink into your arm as he collapses to the ground. He's not wearing a helmet. And you take 2 strain. 2 stress.
All right.
Oh man.
Ah!
All right. And last, Pratt, this other offensive attackman charges towards you. And,
You're doing this on purpose now. You're doing this on purpose. Defensive line.
And he tries to get you out of that net. He's going to attack you. How do you defend yourself?
With a hatchet. I defend myself with a hatchet.
I mean, is there any other way
right.
to really defend yourself?
Yeah.
in this
In a hockey
Go
game.
ahead.
Can you imagine if that was a real hockey game? They're like, you like tackles, you're like, all right, you just fucking pull a hatchet out of your back, and you're like, let's
Or
do
a
this.
lightsaber.
Just that like throw down of the gloves come off, a hatchets come out. Where
The lightsaber is
I'm not
so
in skates
obtuse.
either. I'm like, I've already thrown my skates at someone.
Yeah, it's funny.
Just
Like,
the guy on the
lightsabers
ice.
are
It's
hilarious,
not a
but
good scene.
The hatchet is like a real world terror that someone just be like, all right, fuck you, let's do this, bro. You're like, hatchet.
And a hatchet.
3 for the hatchet. 1 for the 1 for your trait that you have, and 1 as the default, and then 1 negative die because he's just a basic bitch.
All right. So let's do that. So sorry. So 5 total, is it? Let's do
5
total.
positive, 1 negative.
All right. So for my negative, it cancels out. Thank goodness.
Hey.
And I have 2 successes.
2 successes. So you manage to knock this attack guy on the ground, and you manage to actually kill him. How do you kill him with your axe?
It's a hatchet. It's much smaller than an axe.
Yes, you're right.
You can handle it with your
Literally a
hand.
mini hatchet.
But it's
Mini
it was
I,
worth 3. It's so good and sharp.
So good. It's very dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Eat him out of existence.
Yeah, for sure. So I go and I actually do a low blow, swing upwards, and the jock just breaks on the ice. That's disgusting. And just lift him off his feet and
Pratt.
slide across, center line, the red line. And he's got this axe sticking out from between his legs. Just dead from impact from jock up. That's how hard I hit him.
My favorite thing
Who's
is
Jock?
that this zombie wasn't wearing a helmet,
Cup.
but he was wearing a jockstrap. That's
Different priorities.
What was the
I guess
mentality that went
priorities
into
are-
that? The zombie's like, want to protect my boys. I love that.
We got to make more zombies.
all right. We are back to another round. They did not manage to score a goal on you guys, so we are back to the offensive round. Russ, are you with us?
Russ is here. Yeah. I
You
mean,
and me,
looking
Russ.
around.
Let's just end this.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. Russ is going for the puck. He's going to pass it to Charlie because he's Charlie's got the best shot. He's trying to sort of get it around, get it past whoever's left on the ice, whoever's got skates, because some
Angelino's
of us don't.
giving you
Pratt.
encouraging words.
And is trying to get the puck to Charlie to set him up perfect for a shot because he's the best that we got right now.
Sadly.
All right. Well, why don't we? So you're setting up Charlie. I like that.
I think it's a
What-
problem. I think it's pure like mental problem solver, trying to see what's on the field, what we got left. I think it's just that like, let's play with the toys we got available.
Did you get any specialty items, Rob? I'm trying to remember. You got the healing potion.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I've used my healing potion, and so I
Was
got
there anything
nothing.
else you got? Okay.
I got a chainsaw I gave to Angelino.
But you don't have any negative die, right?
Angelino.
Or you don't have any like for this roll. Like you're not trying to get past any bad zombie guys.
Not mentally.
Right. Okay, so then you can just do this with one success die or
Beautiful.
2 if you've got the trait for it.
I'm a problem solver. How many negative
Beautiful.
dice am I rolling right now?
0. You
Zero.
just have to see if you can make it happen.
I can. I've got a 2 and a 5, which means 1 success, I think.
Excellent. So you are going to get the puck right in front of Charlie, setting him up for a perfect
Charlie, you
shot
got this.
now.
Take the shot. Take the shot, Charlie. You're our last hope here. We just need 3. One
Russ,
more.
2 more shots after this.
I'm gonna leave it up to you, Russ. Do you want to make it so that you are giving Charlie a boost to his attack, or are you going to give him take away negative die for his
take away negative?
I'm going to take away negative. I'm going to I'm passing the puck to Charlie, but I'm also getting in the way of anyone who could be in his way. Like I'm screening any of the defense. I'm trying to
like
you kind of deke out any of the
negative.
You screen out the 2 defensemen and you send the puck over to Charlie, and he's just on the net. So it's going to be 1 negative die for Charlie to attack.
Nice.
You got this, buddy. I'm cheering for you. Come on, Charlie. Go, Charlie,
to
go.
Clarify, we need 2 more points, right?
No, we've got 2 points.
Just one more.
This is the last
Angelino
point.
got one.
Yeah, last point. Okay. Last point.
This is it, Charlie. I believe in you.
I got this, baby. I'm going to use my expert planning crack shot.
Use the boost.
And the boost. Well, he didn't give me a boost, but he took away a negative. So I'm going to roll 3 positives and 1 neg. Right?
Let's go, Charlie. Let's go.
Woo, woo. 3 positives, 1 neg.
Here we go.
Come on, everybody in chat. Let's go, Charlie. Let's go.
Not only that,
Charlie.
Not only
Let's
that.
go.
So I got a 1, a 6, and a 5. The 6 canceled out the negative 6 that I got, which means I got a 1 and a 5. The 5 does not succeed, but I got a 1. So I succeeded at the highest level without any negative repercussions. Let's do this.
There it is. Nicely done.
The puck sails through the air, and this behemoth zombie tries to get it in time, but it sings into the net, and the buzzer goes, and there's red lights flashing. And you expect everything to disappear, but it doesn't.
3 more hockey points.
You hear a grunt from the behemoth as he lets out a.
But we won.
He lets out a roar of rage. He throws off his gloves and begins skating
No, you're good.
forwards.
You're good. Don't worry. Okay.
Towards Charlie, who scored the last point.
Why?
You literally just scored on him. He's pissed.
I run away.
So, defenseman, you got to take out this behemoth somehow. How are you going to do it?
Leslie, Thaddeus, you got this?
Leslie.
I got
Protect
this.
me.
I got this. This like small man inside of a exosuit on skates, who's only got one arm.
You know the classic small man in exosuit on skates.
He readjusts
that
his
version.
tie with one hand because he doesn't have a second hand to do it. Pushes his glasses back up on the bridge of his nose and skates forward as fast as he can. Picks up a little bit of speed in his exosuit and then just dives right onto the creature with his 4 little lightsabers poking out forward like this.
Hey, they're not
1,
little.
2, and then
They're
lower it.
powerful.
There's 3, 4 lower down, and he just throws himself right on this huge, magnificent creature.
That is very, very brave. Go ahead and try to make it happen. So you are doing a combat roll against the behemoth. He, by default, has 2 negative die. You also have your negative die for your arm, and then there's 3 positive die, I believe, with your weapon and yourself. And is there anything else that you can use to help you?
Well, I'm a jogger. I have a calculator brain, and I'm persuasive. So
Jogger. You ran up to him.
I did.
Jogger.
I ran super
Yeah.
fast, so I got some momentum.
Momentum.
did.
So 4 versus 3.
we
Let's
go.
see it, Leslie.
All right.
Bated breath. We
I
all wait.
succeed 3 times, and I take
Holy
3
shit.
stresses.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Okay, so you skate forward as fast as you possibly can. Your lightsabers glow and hum next to you as you charge towards this massive beast that has to be like 12 feet tall, and you lunge towards it, and the lightsabers plunge into its chest. But as that happens, you feel it crash down onto its knees, and it embraces you in a big
Oh
bear hug,
no.
and it
My
begins
bones.
to squeeze, and you can feel your bones cracking and breaking inside of you. And I believe this brings you up to the 2nd tier, correct?
Yes, I take another trauma. So let's call it 6 broken ribs.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
too many.
six
You don't have enough ribs to
broken
break 6.
ribs. But its arms do slacken, and you manage to push yourself out.
You use your vagina.
I'm a man. Come on. So like I crawl out from underneath
Okay.
this dude, and
Yeah.
I'm like bleeding from the arm stump a little bit.
Leslie, no!
No.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Labored
I
I
breathing.
got you.
Punch
I
you
got
along.
you. We're gonna get you off the ice. I'm coming for you, Leslie.
Thanks, Rob.
And you did 3 damage there, you said, right?
Yep.
This creature is still breathing. It's still kind of growing. It's trying to push itself up off the ground. It's why it let go of you. Thaddeus, what do? You see Leslie slinking away.
Slinking away, Leslie. Thaddeus is gonna try and skate over. Let's see. The behemoth, is that still moving towards Charlie?
The behemoth is just trying to get up off the ground right now. It took a lot of
Oh,
damage.
it's just trying to get off the ground. Perfect. Do I have
Yeah.
do I have any put spell left in my rock candy liquid gun?
You sure do, but you know that it hurt you once before. It might do it again.
That's okay. It's nothing compared to 6 broken ribs and a lost arm.
It's okay.
So you're doing all right. I mean, it's
I'm
like,
doing pretty good. All things considered, I got some 2nd-degree burns, but I
you
have
got
4
all your
limbs.
and all the digits on them.
Yeah, I'm doing great. So
what
I
are you-
will
what are
go
you gonna do
ahead.
with that?
I would love to rock candy launcher this behemoth's head to the ice.
Do it.
All right. Go ahead and give me an attack. Because he's kind of indisposed, I'm just going to give you your 1 negative.
Okay.
And then you've got your positive for that. So that's at least 3 positive, 4 positive.
Yep.
and 1
4
negative.
positive, 1 negative. Okay, so that is the ones cancel out. I got a -1 and then a +1, 3, 4, and 1. So 2 of those succeed, right? Because the ones cancel.
Yes, they do. They do.
Okay, cool. 2 successes.
2 successes and no failures. So
Yes.
you glue this creature's head to the ice, and you
Holy
get the
shit.
rock candy over it in a way that it can't breathe. I guess zombies don't really need to breathe, but as it's
one
writhing
might.
on the ground, its weight launches itself in a way that just twists its neck, and it slumps to the ground, head contorted in a strange way, and everything goes black.
There's that moment of
hear
almost cheering.
Shouts and cheers in the background.
Charlie's like, oh, did we do it finally? You're like, what the fuck is this?
Is everybody okay? Leslie, you seem pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink my healing potion actually.
You're gonna drink your healing potion.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, for you, the one who's doing all right.
Well, I had
And- one
negative die.
You know what they always say about doctors is how much they take care of themselves first and foremost.
You know, physician heal thyself is pretty sure that's a
Justin,
thing, isn't it?
you're okay with that? I'm gonna drink my healing potion and go back to
yep.
that tier. Cool.
Down a tier. Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, our contestants are all still alive and entering round 3.
Holy shit! More.
Maybe some of them are just hanging on by a thread. Let's take a look at what points they've earned themselves this round. With 3 more points, we have Leslie Munns for her daring sacrifice against the behemoth.
MVP.
Man.
With
got
another
this.
7 points, totaling at 8. So Leslie, you're at 4 points. With totaling at 8 points, we have Thaddeus Fingelstein.
Thank you.
Not only for
Sticky
sticking
hero.
2 zombies together, but for finishing, doing the last blow on the behemoth.
Stick it to him, my friend.
Next up, with 2 goals against the zombie team, we have Charlie McKenna.
Thank you.
Points, bringing him up to 7 points. And also, now at 8 points, we have Angelino D'Angeloni, who scored a point against the undead Corn on Skates.
But I'm crumpled.
And
You all right,
now,
champ?
with 1
be all
extra point for killing a zombie with a hatchet, we have Pratt Bartlett.
You're in the game, Pratt. You're in the
Nicely
game.
done,
You're still
Pratt.
standing.
And last but not least, we have another 6 points to Ross Lewis for giving his weapons away and sharing and putting himself in a very precarious position.
Ow.
And by helping Charlie to give the final goal to the team.
Wait, he got more points than I, who scored 2 of the points,
And also Leslie.
and also Leslie, who died trying.
I don't understand
Kill
the
the
rules
man
of this
with a
game
hatchet.
either.
Fine.
We're all gonna get out of this. Don't worry, Leslie, Charlie. I'm not leaving you behind. We're gonna get through this.
I shouldn't have
In the
taken that
lead.
trauma.
I don't believe
2,
you.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points.
What did
Russ
Russ
Lewis
do?
leads the way with 14 points.
How is this happening? What?
I'm kidding.
Now,
I didn't do that time. That was someone else.
it is. Oh, it did the boot go?
Someone else boot.
Oh, I've got to reset this. I am not hearing the applause. One
Oh
second.
no.
It's fucking.
Neither am
I have
I.
nothing to work off of. That's my entire thing. Let's hear it. Let's see if it works. Okay, it's working. All right, I'm back.
I'm so
Now
glad
we
you're
are
hearing
going
something,
to
'cause I am
skip
not.
ahead. We are going to skip ahead to the final round, ladies and gentlemen. I thank you so much for watching this evening. The final task is a simple one. Get to the little white church on the hill. You've seen it before, folks. And interestingly enough, I believe our contestants have seen it as well. We'll see you soon, contestants. Garland Huxley blinks away, and before you, you're in the hexagonal room once again, but there are screens on the wall. And instead of just showing portraits of you, you see you, but in a different place.
Your effect is still
And-
on, by the way.
Oh, okay, yes, thank you.
Oh, it's
Angelino.
so not for me.
You see yourself standing surrounded by very different people in this screen, and you're standing there and you're saying, it seems like a square room. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just a soccer player. And the other people are going around.
Yeah.
And so that's happened before. Thaddeus, you see yourself again. You're in a tropical paradise, and you're looking at everyone, and you're saying, "What is everyone's skills here? What is it that everyone excels in? Perhaps we can leverage this situation and our own skills to further benefit the party, and perhaps make it to the end of this strange challenge that is obviously just a figment of our imagination, brought upon by hypnosis." Charlie, I don't know what's up, but I'm playing it off the cuff, all right? We work better as a team, everybody. Let's stick together and let's do this the best that we can. We're going to drive these vehicles, and you're behind the seat of some sort of monster truck. Pratt, you see yourself in the middle of a field. There's zombies, everywhere, and you've got a pot of honey, and you're just eating it.
A pot of honey! Holy
and your teammates are dying all around you, and you're enjoying this pot. There's blood everywhere.
Oh shit!
But yeah, you're enjoying yourself. And Russ, you're standing in a graveyard, and you're saying,
no.
I don't know what's going on here. Who's Garland Huxley? I don't get it. I don't even know what's going on. I can't do this. I don't understand. Leslie, you are actually in a bedroom, and you have no. You are in a church. You are in a church, and there's someone else in front of you standing before a bowl of water, and you take a knife and you plunge it into this person's back, and you reach for the water yourself. But then everything goes black. And you are all back in the room with one another.
Did anyone else just get a weird sort of vision or memory?
What the fuck is even happening?
It was weird.
Yeah, I was in a church or something.
Okay. Everyone just take a breath.
Okay.
That whole last talking
You
round.
said that when you were repeating yourself in the other room.
Okay, just don't take a breath. Just take a second.
Angelino, Charlie's been right about this. He scored 2 goals last time. He knows what he's talking about. Charlie, what the hell is going on? You seem to know what you're going on the whole time.
I don't know what's going on. All I'm saying is, I know that when confronted with circumstances that don't exactly add up, I'm going to just do my best to try to take each scene for what it is. And right now, it seems like we're in a different scenario. We're in a square room, you said, Justin?
It's
like a round peg.
Hexagonal? This is similar to the first room we were kind of in, and I'm confused how a room looks like there's a church on a hill.
There's no church on the hill here.
Oh,
That's just the next challenge.
Is there anything else in the room that stands out?
No, just the 6 of you.
There's no doors or anything.
Nothing, just the TV screens.
Okay.
Pratt, Thaddeus, how you feeling?
I'm doing okay, I think.
I think
Poor
there's
Leslie
gonna
here,
be a
though, is
field in the next challenge.
Dude, you're missing some arms.
Maybe the next challenge is each other.
No. We can't think that way. We're all in this together.
There's like
we have to be. Angelino, stay in the game. You're a team player. You always have been. You're a soccer player, right? You know you need a team.
What are you, like the coach? I don't need another coach in my life. Coaches have always just been so terrible to me, and
Dude, you're 45 years old.
Grow the fuck up, man.
I'm gonna look around the room. I'm just gonna see if there's any sort of passage out. Can I do
you look around, you scour the room, and I imagine a couple others maybe join you on this endeavor.
Yeah.
And you see what appears to be a panel in the wall that looks like it can be removed. But as soon as you reach for it, everything goes black. You all see something different.
Shit.
Charlie, you see Thaddeus Finkelstein standing above you with a shotgun. He cocks it and shakes his head and fires. Pratt, you see Charlie McKinnon behind you with a strangling wire, and that's what you buy it as. I'd like to buy some strangling wire, please.
Old strangling wire.
You mean just regular wire?
I want to reel a strangling wire, and I'm gonna tune my piano tomorrow. But
You
give me some of
see
that
Charlie
strangling wire.
McKinnon behind you as you're sitting in your field with a pot of honey with the strangling wire. He wraps it around your neck and he pulls it tight. and you go slack. Russ Lewis, you see Pratt Bartlett above you with a candlestick, and he smashes your face in several times before reaching into his pocket and pulling out some old milk and licking his
No,
hand.
Pratt. No, don't eat that.
Angelino D'Angeloni, you see Russ Lewis standing by a doorway into a church, and you see zombies behind you. You are telling him to wait, but he closes the door as you try to get to him, and you are overrun by the zombies. Leslie, you see Angelino D'Angeloni kick a soccer ball with such force at you that it smashes you in the face, your neck cracks, and you fall to the ground. And Thaddeus Finkelstein, you see yourself at a bowl of water. It's salvation. It's right in front of you. You have won the game when you feel a dagger plunge into your back. As you fall to the ground, you see Leslie Muntz standing over you. You appear beside one another in a small town, a small town that's a main street sort of stretch. And as you look down the road, it's evening, but the moon is out, so you can see clearly. You can clearly see a church on a hill down the road, and a giant horde of zombies shambling around. It doesn't seem like they've spotted you yet, but it's only a matter of time.
I nervously looked at everyone else. Is anyone looking at me weirdly?
Oh yeah, super weird.
What the hell is going on?
He says
Guys.
loudly enough to attract the zombies.
Definitely
Don't you
twice as loud as it
strangle me.
needs to attract the zombies.
I'm not going to strangle you. I'm assuming you say to me, Pratt.
Don't you strangle me! And I'm poking Charlie in the chest.
And
that's not what we do.
I take a good breath, like a space away. I'm like, look, I ain't gonna strangle you. I saw this guy kill me with a shotgun.
And I saw this guy kill me.
Look, they're trying to fuck with us.
I extrude one of my lightsaber blades menacingly.
Leslie, chill. Holy shit. That's a lightsaber.
They're so different than a piano wire.
Those are imaginary.
Whoa.
Can I look around? Is there the church on the hill in any direction?
Yes, the church on the hill is just a straight shot ahead down the road towards this horde of zombies.
Okay, I'm gonna look to the others and I'm gonna say, look, for better or for worse, one of us needs to get to that church for whatever reason. That seems to be the answer to all of this. That's what I saw in my vision, at least. And I look to Russ and I say, Russ, you seem to be the most fitting to appear there.
I mean, don't put that on me, but for sure, that seems the safest place, and we all got to get to shelter. So
Let's just
everybody,
find a way to get there.
all right. I mean, let's single file. Let's
Who
get
says
there
they're
one
gonna
after
let
the
us
other.
all win? Who says it?
Let's not worry about
They've
that
been
until it
ranking
has
us.
to happen.
They've been ranking us this whole time. I'm just supposed to let us all get up to the top of the hill and then.
Listen, if you want to pull that shit, then you pull that shit, but you're not doing it with us. And I take a step back from Leslie. If you want to start ranking us, then you rank us, but don't add me to that.
They've been ranking us this whole time, man.
Yeah, but they have, not us. Not us.
And
if you want to play their game, then you play their game.
You go first if you like.
He shoots
or-
the little lightsaber back
Pat's already
into the
running with his
lightsaber
tongue out
sheath.
like a dog, trying to get there before everybody else.
All right.
That
So,
dog's fine. Don't fuck with that
We
dog.
are going to give benefit to the person with the least amount of points, which is actually Leslie Muntz at the moment.
Holy
Oh.
shit.
Classic Les.
Leslie,
Apropos of nothing.
you have 4 points. Just like the very first round in the cafe, you are going to decide what happens to Angelino.
Okay.
You are going to give him a situation that is sufficiently hard, and you can use whatever amount of points that you want to make the challenge more difficult for him.
Of the points
So you are
that
going
I have,
to. So you have 4 points. You can use them all right now, or you can spread them out. You can use those points to say, okay, Angelino, you're going to. This is what's going to happen to you. Each roll that you guys are going to do, doesn't matter what it is going to by default for this round have 2 negative die. You could add 4 negative die, making Angelino need to roll 6.
Yeah, I mean, so here's what's up. Leslie is a spiteful character. He's not a great guy, and we've established this. Second, I am 1 action away from dying, pretty much regardless of what I do, because I'm in the 3rd tier, which means I add 2 negative dice, and I already have 1 trauma, or stress, rather. So basically, my next turn, I'm going to die no matter what. So I'm going to dump all of my angry points into Alex's character, Angelino, because I think that's what Leslie would want to do with his last moments.
Hey, Angelino's become a bit of a whiner, but really, I didn't mean for him to be too
well,
much of
why
a
don't
whiner, you know?
you go ahead and give Angelino a sufficiently difficult task?
Yeah,
Let's make it sufficient.
I think it's going to be sort of baked into the fact that Leslie is an asshole, and Leslie sees Pratt running for the church, and he's like, "Right there, fucking right there, zombies! Get him! And all the fucking zombies turn their heads towards us, and they see us, and they start tear ass running down the hill towards us. And they converge fairly quickly on our position. Angelino, 3 zombies come right up on you. They are shambling with their arms out, and you look around, and Leslie's right behind you, and he's like, "Get him! Get him!" So Leslie's like blocking your way from retreating.
I'm having a second thought here.
What's your second thought? Is it about how hard this game is?
Leslie, I'm going to maybe, you know what? The Church of Retribution, everything pauses, and you see Garland Huxley. He's standing by the computer screen. He's like, I think we could make this more entertaining, don't you think, Chuck? I don't know. You're the boss. Yeah, I think we could. What if we did it this way? And he presses a button, and there's a bit of a sound. And Leslie, you shout that, and you're creating this situation, but you can choose anybody who hasn't gone in initiative yet. You can choose anybody to
put them in that same position.
And then yes, you can use
Interesting.
that differently.
I mean, I don't really want to be straight up cruel to the people playing this game, so I'm just gonna roll a d6. I think.
I like it.
Harlan.
Yay.
You mean Charlie?
I rolled a 1 on a d6, and you're the first dude on my screen.
Uh-oh.
So Charlie, you get boxed in, and you know what? You think the world is so good and so generous, and you think that by sticking together we can really overcome these obstacles? Well, fuck you and fuck that idea.
I don't want to just be like, what?
You're gonna die like the rest of us.
Are you talking to me? What is this box?
What?
Because it was random. I want to just be like, I don't understand. Can I have a chance to respond and coax her over to talk some sense into her? Because I'm charming and I have yet to use that.
I'm a boy.
Fuck, sure. Yeah, use it. See if you can convince her to use it on someone else.
I don't want to say, look, come over here, please. Leslie.
It's on the screen.
Yeah, but I didn't see it.
That's so helpful, by the way.
I know, it's awesome.
Look, even have initiatives. And
You got this.
Leslie, please come over here.
And I do.
Look, you and I, maybe we haven't always seen eye to eye. I'm in a force field? What am I in?
There's no force field.
No force field. You're just no. You are on a street.
Yeah.
At night. The moon is shining, and there are zombies running towards you.
Yeah.
And Leslie is shouting some spiteful things at you.
Yeah.
And you can feel zombies converging on you.
And I take a moment and I call her over, or him over, sorry. And Lizzie, you're over to me. And I'm like, look, this isn't. And I pull out my acid gun and I shoot her.
I'm a boy.
Him. Just cover him in acid. Just.
Okay. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to resolve the first attack.
Well, that's a choice.
Well, what am I
So,
supposed to do?
Leslie, the situation does play out against Charlie, but Charlie is next in initiative. So Charlie, if you survive the attack, then you can do exactly
Literally
that.
my options, like survive and then do a thing, or don't survive and do nothing. I'll take my chances.
Welcome to the Running Dead. All right, let's see how it goes. So Charlie, you first. You've got 6 negative die.
What?
6 negative die.
What?
And
Because I got to give you 4.
Why?
and there's zombies
Spite?
conversion.
Pretty
Did you
much
miss all
just
of that?
Spite, I think.
No, I got it. But why am I 6?
She's spending all of her points.
Yeah.
She's spending all of her points because it's her chance at survival.
This is
or
my,
it's
this
Leslie's
is my
chance
final
at
round,
survival.
That makes you
basically.
6?
Kick your ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
And she
6
rolled
neg-
randomly.
Okay, so 6 negative die.
And everybody can roll randomly
All
if you
point
want.
of those. All 6 of those are her things.
4 of them
Yes,
are
all
mine.
of her points.
Oh, so
Yeah.
4 of them are her things. So what are the other 2 for?
The zombies.
So I got rid of one of my resistances because I used my healing potion. Remember?
Yeah. So it's 2 by default, and then 4 from Leslie because she's using all
so
of her
you're saying
points
it
against
would have
you
been
right now.
7, but because I saved that healing
Yes.
potion. Good thing I used
That is
it.
exactly what I'm saying.
You're
yes.
gonna be
Yes.
And I'm
Zombie
so
food.
what am I rolling against this? Are they attacking me?
They're attacking you, so you
Okay,
can
so-
try to defend. What do you want to do to get away from them?
Run? Can I run?
Okay, so you can roll defense. This is going to be your vitality.
Well,
So
no,
you're rolling your
then I'll
vitality
shoot.
and your.
I'll shoot at them with my acid pistols.
Okay.
So I'll shoot. I'll take a aggressive stance. So I'll get 1 for my pistol, 1 for my attack, and that's it, I guess. Let's see what happens.
1 for your attack, and then 1 by default. So 3 versus 6.
Well, 2 because 1 is my attack and then 1's my plus. Oh, and 1's my weapon. I see what you're saying. I'll roll 1 more.
Yep.
Okay, hold on. Everyone remember that. 5, 1, 1, 2. I mean, those are all negatives.
Don't worry, I'm sure to remember that. I got it locked in.
I didn't even see it.
It was 2 successes and 3 failures.
Everything else is
Wait,
negative.
4 failures.
You know what? I'll just roll it again because I didn't actually see
Thank
it.
God for Joe.
There we go. Rolling it again. Here we go.
Right?
So we got a 3, a 6, and a 4. The 3 gets canceled. The 4 gets canceled. The 6 is fine. That's 4, 5, 4,
7,
4 negative. 4, 5, 4, 4. So that's 4 negatives and no
your
successes.
6 fails.
And no
Cancel the
successes.
2.
Okay, so you do not manage to run away from these zombies.
Charlie did his best.
They swarm
Charlie,
around
no!
you, and you are going to take 4 stress.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Oh no, our
4
lead
stress.
scorer.
So I take
Oh,
back that
how you
stress,
can
which
survive.
gives me
Yep.
a resistance, but it doesn't matter. And then I take 3
Our
more.
lead scorer.
We're not doing the resistance, remember.
Yeah, but I mean to say, so I have a total of
Resistance is
6
futile.
stress now.
Yes,
brings
yes.
me
So
past the
now,
second tier.
with every roll, you're going to have 2 negative die.
Okay.
All
But
right.
I'm not dead?
Not dead yet.
Wow.
You are not dead. You are not dead.
Then I
One
kill
might
Now
say
it
you're
is now
the
it is your
walking
turn.
dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill
You are.
Leslie.
It is your
I'm just
turn,
gonna
Charlie,
I'm gonna shoot
and
her.
you have
Him.
you have 7 points. So you can use all of those points right now if you want to, or you can spread them out.
It's
You can
only
use
on
them
other people?
You can use them on other people. Yep.
Yeah.
But you can't. Yeah. It's only on other people. You can use them on yourself if you want to make your life harder.
But I mean, I can't use them to bolster myself.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'll use 1 negative die on Leslie, I suppose. Maybe 2. I don't want to use any negative die on them. I'll use 2 on Leslie, and then I'll use.
I think you just get to do one thing right now, right? So it's like against one person.
Oh, it's all 7
Yeah.
die on one person.
It's
no,
against
you can
one person.
choose how many
Oh.
you want to spend on one person right now. If it's just one, that's fine. If it's all of them, that's fine. But it's
Okay,
one person.
I'll put all of the die on. I guess I'll roll.
You don't need to put all the die on me if you want to keep some because I only have 2 stress before I'm dead.
But I can't use any more.
Yeah, you can. Next turn is what Justin
I'm not
is
going to
saying.
live until next turn.
That's why I put all of mine on
yeah, I'm
you.
going to do the same. So 4, I'll do it this way.
Have some hope, guys. It's gonna be
Yeah.
okay.
It's
We're
okay,
gonna get through
because-
this.
Yeah, says the guy who I'm putting 7 stress on.
So many points for breathing.
So I rolled in Rob as my yeah. So so the backstory, which I never got to reveal, is that the doctor is actually a terrible person. He kills people. He's a murderer. So
Oh
he
no!
turns-
Shit.
What?
Well, I was hoping for a reveal, but this will be it. So he turns.
Uh-oh.
He turns and he just eyes Russ, and he's like, "Well, if I'm not getting out of here, you're not getting out of here." And I'm gonna put all 7 on Russ, I guess.
What the fuck?
I was hoping for a bit like of a back and forth, because I was actually like aiding you all along, because I wanted it to be like a more cinematic, like I slit your throat type scenario at the end. But I
Charlie, no!
well,
Don't do that. You don't
What are
have
my
to do this,
options?
Charlie. You don't have to. We can beat these zombies. I don't know what this game is, but you and I, we can all get through this. You don't have to do this. Don't
pretend
kill
that
me,
I'm doing
Charlie.
it in a more cinematic way, and that's how I'll be you doing it. Pretend.
All
Let's
right.
just flash
I'm
forward in
still
our
gonna-
brains that you and I are the last surviving, and we're like, I'm like helping you through a window, but then I'm like, hold on 1 second, and then I grab a scalpel and I just slit your throat. That's how I wanted it to come out. Let's do it that way.
All right.
Mentally.
Even in that moment, I'm not into it. Just so you know, like it's intimate, but I'm not into it.
No, of course it's terrible, but we're all bad people.
But you still killed me,
I'm
right?
bad on the surface, though.
Just making sure.
You're sneaky deep bad.
Well, I wanted to be different because we were all supposed to be bad. I
I'm
was
bad
gonna
in
be
my dreams, and I don't understand it.
Oh, there's a song in there. I'm bad in my dreams.
You know-
I don't understand it.
Don't understand.
There's a pause.
I don't understand.
All right, Rob rolls.
Garland Huxley is sitting there. I don't know, Chuck. This isn't working. What do you mean? You just changed it. I don't know. It's not even. It's not right. You know. I think we gotta revisit this. Well, come on. Like the people are watching right now. We can't run commercials the whole time. Yeah, but oh God, it's so hard. You know, just the network's on my ass, and like trying to make things, entertaining but also fair at the same time. And the church, God, the church. Oh God, what are you saying about the church, boss? I'm not saying anything about the church, but we gotta make it entertaining for the fans. And maybe this is too much of a bloodbath right now. And yeah, why don't we do this? And he whispers something into Chuck's ear, and Chuck's like, oh, okay, fine. And then he taps away, and there's a reverse sound. Charlie, you are being surrounded by zombies, and you feel the stress as they surrounded you after Leslie shouted his spiteful words at you. And it is now your turn. You have 7 points, but you can either use those points to hinder those around you or help those around you. The choice is yours.
So I still suffer the damage, but my choice now gets. I'm cheesing. I'll help. I'm gonna help 1 for everybody else because I'm dead. So I'll help everybody else. I'll give 1 to everybody, all 5, including Leslie, who just hurt me for some reason, and I'm going to give 2
For some
to
reason.
Russ.
A
What?
random act of one reason.
Okay, one to everybody.
I don't know. Yeah, let's do that.
Leslie calculated the odds.
No.
He was
Sorry. I misspoke. You can use them to bolster yourself for like an
Oh.
attack roll, or is your turn, or you can use them against somebody else's roll.
Okay, so
That's what I meant. So you're not going to be
Charlie
sharing
will-
it or divvying it
okay,
among others.
So
It's
Charlie
like-
got hurt. Okay,
Yeah.
Leslie attacked him. Let's rewind the whole reveal of Charlie being evil. Never happened.
I'm so
But
glad that never happened.
Suddenly,
I didn't attack you. I just called the zombies over, and I was like, "Fuck you and your whole grandstanding."
that's kind of an
situation.
So Charlie, so
shit,
now
Charlie.
it isn't your turn, Charlie. You are choosing someone who's next. So you chose Russ. So it's Russ's
no.
turn. You are creating a situation for Russ.
It's like the first
Okay.
round. Remember the zombies?
It's like
in
the
the
first round.
cafe?
oh, so I got
Yeah.
hurt.
That was my setting up a scene for you, but
But
I
I-
hindered you.
okay.
Now it's your turn to set up a scene for someone else.
Cool. Yeah. So Russ. Okay.
So many good lines.
But I can bolster or hinder.
You can only
Yes,
bolster
exactly.
yourself.
Bolster.
You can
or
bolster.
hinder.
You can only bolster yourself on your turn.
What a
Okay.
great song.
I
title.
will not hinder. I'll have Russ. So Russ, you are standing in the street, and there's a building next to you, and the door seems loose, like you could maybe break it down, and it seems like there aren't many zombies in the house. And he can move in there. So.
Yeah, I mean Charlie's move is definitely to throw that door open, make sure it's half-assed safe, and then be like, everybody in here, I think we can take shelter for a minute. Just it looks like it's a little bit safe. Everybody get in here. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna survive this all together. I promise. I'm here for you.
All right, but getting in the house is a bit of a challenge. There is a zombie that is straggling in front, so you are going to have to make a basic roll.
Fuck! I just told everybody it was safe. There can't be a zombie.
It's just on the way. It's just on the way. Two negative die, and how many positive die? Are you just going to try to get around it? Are you going to try?
No, I gotta flatten it, right? Like I gotta like throw it the fuck out of our way.
Do it.
I gotta get this thing out of here. I gotta yeet this zombie. It's
all right.
How many negative die I got going on here?
Of Rob saying, "I'm gonna yeet."
So
this."
you have 14 points, so you can use those points to bolster your turn now.
What?
Or you can use them to hinder someone on the next turn.
I mean, there's no hindering here. I'm gonna use those points.
You're gonna use all of them right now, or are you gonna use them? Are you gonna save them for later?
Can I talk to Russ out of like his turn? Can I yell to him?
I mechanically don't understand
and
what's going on here.
Russ,
but
I know what's going on, man. And I point
Me
up
neither.
to the sky, and I'm like, we need to fuck that thing over. And I'm like, I felt for a moment everything paused and rewound, and I felt it twice now. And I think this is all part of some big fucking game. Fuck
you're right.
zombies.
No, you're right. I got this.
Yeah.
If I take this zombie and I fucking yeet it at something, is there something I'm gonna hit with this zombie that's like existentially gonna save the world for us? Like, is there a thing that Charlie's showing us that I can crack the screen with this zombie with 14 dice? Like, if I take all of them
and he's like, crack
and
the
I
fucking
grab
screen,
this
man.
fucking zombie, and I'm surprisingly strong for a construction worker. Can I just yeet this zombie at the screen?
What screen?
I don't know, like whatever the thing is.
Garland.
They're hypothesizing.
We get your game, Garland. We are yeeting
at
the
Garland
screen.
Huxley. I want to yeet a zombie at Garland Huxley. Whatever reality I have to break through to make reality bend to this whim.
And I
I'm
say
willing
that
to
because I'm like,
sacrifice.
if they can stop and rewind what we're doing, then clearly they're in control of this. We're in a program of some sort. We need
Oh,
to
you have
break
no
the
idea.
fucking
No,
binds
to be
that
fair,
shackle us.
you don't know that they're rewinding you.
Yeah, but can I roll? I'm an expert
Russ,
planner.
it is your turn. What do? You've got the zombie in front of you. There's the house there.
I want to throw a zombie at existence if that's an option, and if it's not, I want to get the zombies out of the way so everybody else can get to safety.
Are you going to use all of your points to throw a zombie at existence?
I mean, I guess it depends how granular we get. If I can use all of my points to get everybody else somewhere safe, and like we can pass enough time that like, yeah, I fucking screen a whole load of zombies to get these 5 folks safe. That's what I want to do.
I'll tell you what, Russ. Okay,
you tell
all right.
me what.
I like where your head's at.
To use a
I will let
Robism,
you.
there's a
I will
play
let
here.
you.
Sorry,
I
go
will
ahead.
let you use your points, but I'm
Fuck
going to
yeah.
tell you that it's going to be hard as hell, and you cannot get out by using physical means.
Can I give him my
But
points
maybe there is a way. No, it's just him. It's just his points. You guys
But
can
he's
use your
got all
points on your turn.
Russ is a problem solver. He's a construction worker. He's been looking at like the fucking dumb things engineers do from day one, and then making it a real thing. That's literally his job from day one. He had in his truck a laptop and a whole bunch of other shit to do that. But right now, all he's got is he's a problem solver. He sees all these people that need help, and he can help them. And he's just gonna think it through, do the smart thing, and put everything he can do to get these people where they need to be safe. And if he can't be safe at the same time, that's fine. If it logically requires him to sacrifice himself, he'll be on the front lines. But he wants these other 5 to be safe. Get in this building, have some shelter.
So you're going to have 1 die just because.
Nice.
You are going to have another positive die from Charlie, for
Nice.
him, like kind of cluing you into this is just kind of a thing. And
I
then you've
believe
got
it.
14 die at your disposal.
What can I do with those?
You could roll. As
You
many
can
of
you
them
can
as
use them
want.
all right now if you want to. And I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to need 5 successes to make this work.
All right, I'm gonna roll 17 dice because I want everybody else to be safe.
Jesus. All right.
What else I
And
got
it's going to be a
going on?
logic roll, right? And
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
another one for problem solver. So 18 dice.
I guess that's 18 dice.
And I'll aid him.
Yeah, you already did. You've
Yeah.
already got that
Just
8
like,
dice on there.
It's
and
all a game. Fuck the system, man.
All right, so
5
I
successes
tried to
and
roll
no
that and
negative.
everything broke, so I'm gonna try again.
Broke Invictus.
I broke Invictus. It wasn't expecting 18d6. I'm gonna try it one more time. That's a lot of d6s.
Whoa. Oh, that's a lot of 6s.
So, but my logic is 4. So, like, there's 2, 3, 4, 5 of those 18 fail, which is still 12, 13 successes.
Russ,
Yeah. Get him in there.
you blink, and everything is dark. You hear the whirring of a computer, and the sounds of ventilation passing through some pipes behind you. You're lying on some sort of bed.
Are y'all
And you hear
okay?
clacking. You hear clacking on a keyboard. Goddamn Huxley telling me what to do. Fucking. I hate this job. I should have been a fucking architect. Damn it.
What's
And,
happening?
As you kind of
Guy in the booth.
come to, your vision clears, and you feel an intense pain in the back of your head.
Oh,
And
fuck.
you're looking up, and you're kind of moaning a little bit, but the words that you have in your head aren't the words that are coming out. And as your eyes begin to adjust, you see a dark blue, dim lit area, and you're able to turn your head slightly, and you see a broad, barrel-chested man who's barely able to fit, lying on a bed. And there's a tube, a wire running out the back of his head. And you turn your head to the other side, and there is a man with a beard and coffee stains on his fingers, who must be some sort of radio announcer just by the look of him. And
Radio face.
you see him lying there as well. And you continue to hear the clacking of the keyboard. Well, I guess this one's
Hey.
almost done too.
Help. Hello? Help us. Are you all right? Can you
The
hear
clacking
me?
stops.
Can
And,
anybody hear me?
The clacking stops, and you hear footsteps. Oh my God.
Hi, who's there?
And a man appears above you. He is tan-skinned, and he's got dark black hair that hangs over, and he adjusts his glasses, and he says, "It's never happened like this before. Maybe I'll make some adjustments." And
No,
he
no,
goes
don't.
to a
Please,
computer on the
please
wall.
don't do it again.
It's okay. You'll be out soon enough.
No, please. Anything but that again. I don't want to
Russ,
do it again. Don't.
You feel a surge.
I can't do it
of
one more
warmth
time.
through your body, and you try to protest, and everything goes black again until you blink, and you are in a street. It is nighttime. 5 bodies lie around you. Some, their heads ripped off. Gore is everywhere. There's blood, and there's zombies shambling towards you as you are the lone survivor in the middle of this street.
Absolution.
No.
And this is the end of the running day.
That was wonderful.
Where's the clapping?
Thank
did
you.
clap it.
Thank you
You
guys
missed
so
it.
We
much.
need to reset
Good
that
job.
again.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the running day.
Way to go,
2021.
Justin. Wow, that was
Thank you so much to
exciting.
Justin Thomas James for running this game.
Thank you, Justin.
Carlin
guys.
Huxley,
Holy.
what a fella.
To Mr. Chris
Yeah.
Viseau, Mr. Rob Dio. Oh, hold on, I gotta get
What?
this. Is
What?
it? That's
Who?
remove
What?
it. There we go. Chris
Rob Dio.
Viseau.
That's
Mr.
me.
Well, I guess Alex Guthrie.
Oh,
Mr.
thank you.
Rob
Hello.
Diobald.
Hey-o.
Mr. James Schwartz.
Hello.
Where's Joe? There's too many things.
Mr. Joe Fallak, thank you.
And of course, the last person I forgot, which I don't remember. I went through everybody.
Alex?
Alex.
Justin.
That's right.
Justin?
Alex.
No,
Justin.
Justin?
Mr. Harlan
And-
Guthrie,
I
everybody,
think
thank you so much.
Everyone pressing the fucking applause button.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this
Oh,
is
that
a lot
happened.
of fun. This has been the start of InvictusCon 2021. Get ready for a weekend full of games. I hope you guys
Oh, yeah.
come back and hang out. Plenty to do this weekend. Lots of video games. Lots of chatting with the fans.
Speaking of which, video game servers are open right now.
Yeah.
So if you want to get some Minecraft, some Phasmophobia, if you want to get on a Valheim server, whatever the hell, go play, have fun.
Do it
Enjoy.
now. Not to mention
Pub night tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
the Desk of the
Oh, no.
Captain. Our boy is streaming right now, doing an amazing job with some fantastic art. So if you like
Harlan,
what?
we hung up on them on Discord.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oops. Whoops. Hold on.
Zombies
There we
are
go.
taking
Sorry
over.
about that.
Hey,
We were still.
Oh, they're
talking.
back.
I accidentally clicked at the Desk of the Captain, I guess, because our friend Desk of the Captain is streaming right now, doing some art too. Rob Donaldson from Australia is streaming, so if you want to see some fantastic
Nice.
art, he does a bunch of art for Chronicle Brewing. Actually, I wonder. Oh, he didn't do that. He does some fantastic art for our Call of Cthulhu 2 game. He's really, really talented. So go check him out. He's streaming right now. And play some games and have an amazing weekend. And thank you so much to everybody who hung out with us. And thank you so much to Justin James.
Yes, thank you, Justin. Excellent
Thank you,
job.
Justin.
thank you, Justin,
you,
so much.
guys.
It was so good.
And as
I hope
our
I s-
friend, I guess Justin likes to say,
The Church of
Nailed
Retribution
it.
is watching you.
good night, everyone.
Good night.
Church of
Thank you
Retribution.
so